So I listened to like old LOI back when we was in the Mark 1. We was in the cave with it, Stone Age days. Yeah. And like that shit was amazing. But even when like the newer episodes with Lauren on there, it just adds another layer.
Because you gotta understand, Lauren.
It adds a whole new layer that's necessary. Like it's just beautiful.
Yeah, shout out to Lauren, man. Lauren is a smart guy. Yeah, you know what I mean.
Life experiences, perspective. You know, he knows when to talk, when to it just works.
Lauren is like the median. You know what I mean? He's damn near in the middle.
Might be the secret weapon, nigga.
Yeah,
the Googler.
It's a triangle right here too, my brother.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It's a triangle offense.
Triangle offense, bro.
Shout out Phil Jackson. Shout out Phil Jackson. I don't mind being the Kobe to MJ, but I'm glad I got my Scottie Pippen and my Steve Kerr. Nigga, we got a white shooter. Steve Kerr. Okay, all right.
Always you need one. Pick and pop.
Need a white boy that's ready to crash out. Oh, yo, shit, I got a story about a white boy. You ready to get in this shit?
Yeah.
All
right. 3, 2, 1.
Action. Ow. Welcome back, people. This is LOI the show. Two of America's most wanted here. We're live for your leisure once again.
Yeah, another week, another beautiful week.
I go by the name of Tone Groove or Mr. Lord Larinax. Let's see if it sticks.
Pause. Jay Noblez. Shout out to lovely ladies of LOI for always showing love. You know what I mean? Shout out to let's get on that. Let's just get that out the way.
No, we got to shout out the white man on the boards. We have a shooter in the corner waiting for a spot up 3.
White man on the boards. Bam. Jesus Christ.
Yes, sir. We here.
But yeah, man, Tony has
let's address the elephant in the comments.
Okay. That sounded a little weird. We have to address this very lightly because this is a touchy subject.
The thing is, I could have a nigga in my backyard tomorrow. We don't know how serious this shit is.
You could have a nigga in the back?
No, don't do that.
Tony has a super stand. Can you look up a word like greater than stand? That's the right
word. No, that's the perfect word.
That's the right word, yeah. That's the right word.
That's the highest,
Yeah, I feel like because when you to go from fan to stand, there has to be some level of like psychosis. There has to be some level of irrationality in your perspective. An overzealous or obsessive fan of a particular celebrity. It's a lot to call me a celebrity, but he has millions of stands who are, well, no, that's a quote. But that's the perfect word. Shout out your diction.
And do we have this is what he said verbatim, kind of.
You got it memorized?
Nah, but I'm gonna just,
so it's not verbatim.
What you mean? But it's like
just read it.
But I mean, you put it in the notes?
It's in the comments.
All right, God damn it.
Yeah, I didn't put it in the notes, and real quick, I want to address this because I didn't want to address this.
Tony has been trying to avoid this.
Yeah.
But he's not running away. The nigga basically said, yo, King Tony.
Oh, you got it already?
This shit is ridiculous.
Okay, hold on.
But read it like you a cold caller.
No, I'm going to read it like I'm a creep.
Nah.
Well. If it isn't Mr. Lord Larinax himself. What the fuck? So he gave you that name?
Yeah, that's why I said it.
That's why you... Oh, so it's sticking, huh?
I was being... I hope it's not sticking.
It's sticking, huh?
Sound like his keyboard is sticking, nigga.
No, it's sticking. When he speaks, it tingles my spine. That's what he said. That deep voice vibrating through my skull, massaging my brain with faint echoes of your keen observations.
I'm not gonna lie. I appreciate the compliment. I have keen observations.
A masterful voice that only comes around. He's probably out of breath for typing this. Comes around once every 50 years. He says a nigga like you only comes around once every 50 years.
I'm a generational talent.
How glad I am that God put me on this earth with you. Not too soon, not too late, but at the same time. And this is what he's saying. I'm doing a perfect voiceover.
Nigga, you have a career. You have the career in your future, nigga.
Yeah.
But nah, how do you feel about this?
I really wanted to know how my girl felt about this shit. Like, she had screenshotted it to me and sent it, and she was like, the fuck? Yeah. And in my head, I was like, damn.
Whoa.
What? Go ahead.
When has your girl has your girl praised you like this?
I was just about to get into that.
Has your girl
I was just about to get into that.
This random nigga
I was
on the net? Why you nervous?
I'm not nervous.
No, but I'm saying
yeah.
if she shouldn't be nervous because she praises you even more.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't get poetic echoes of how sexy I am.
Okay.
Well, my voice
and how masterful your voice is.
Masterful. That's a very insightful word because it implies that I've had years of training and practice.
Nigga, master is synonymous with Yoda, with fucking Jackie Chan and Karate Kid.
Even Obi-Wan Kenobi at the end of the series, right?
It's all that shit.
It's like, it implies that I could teach other niggas to get to this level.
Exactly.
Even though you can't. It's like trying to teach a nigga how to be taller. That's impossible. Shit is genetic.
Yeah.
So really thank you to my father, my mother, because I'm pretty sure she had a part in this somehow.
You're thinking everybody but the man who said it? Well, I'm not going to say that. It could be a woman.
It's not a woman. We know, like, when I first read it, and there was a original comment. It was something about, like, my voice shakes his foundation or some shit like that. Something along those lines.
Yeah.
In my heart, I wanted it to be a woman.
Yeah.
I really did. But it's just like, I knew it wasn't. And then when we sent it in the group chat, you texted back, gay.
Facts. He just said that.
One word, one more response. And it's like, he's right. He's fucking right.
Yeah. It was just because it was kind of simple. You know what I mean? Like, it's
simple is better.
It was. I don't know, man. Shout out to him though. You know, I'm not gonna like. You can't sit here and try to down the nigga for like, you know, supporting.
Yeah, for being a fan. I hope you're a patron.
Yeah.
Yeah, nigga.
Yeah.
You writing poems, nigga. You better subscribe.
Yeah.
Like, comment, and share with your other gay friends.
Or straight friends, or straight.
This man has no
cisgender.
He doesn't have straight friends. Imagine your homie was like writing responses like this to his idol. Like, we love Snoop Dogg, but nothing about you, even in your adolescence, ever possessed you to give him a romantic message.
Yeah.
Is that basketball clip done?
Yeah, that's on Patreon.
It's up and fully edited. I'm gonna watch that.
Oh yeah.
And subscribe to the Patreon if you want. You know, there's a lot of lovely content on there.
We did some more work. We dropped a beautiful video for y'all. I would say it's entertaining. How about you?
It's very beautiful. Yeah.
You say it's entertaining?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Lauren mixed this shit up by himself.
Lauren is a secret weapon, and he did that shit very nasty. Yeah. It's a good mix of comedy and athletic greatness. I say so myself.
Yeah.
Full display of skill and domination. Nigga.
Yeah. It's the prelude before the true Olympics. So, you know, y'all go get that.
We also have to put a date on the Olympics. Like, we keep like playing around with that. We've been talking about that for like 3 summers.
Yeah, one summer. And it was kind of like at the end of the summer. It's just now it's starting to get cold. It was a terrible timing.
And it's starting to get cold. Is that going to apprehend any of this process?
Possibly, but we gonna have to talk about that.
We'll see about it. Olympics coming soon.
Yeah, and
like, share, subscribe, do all that jogging and all that.
Yeah, man. And you know, I was last night, right? So
story time.
I'm chilling and shit. Shout out to Benta. You know, I'm chilling with Benta. She hit me up. She was like, "Yo,
she in awe?"
Yeah. You know, niggas trying to go, you know, smoke and shit, right? So I'm like, yeah, whatever. Pull up, regular shit. We start talking, cracking jokes or whatever. I ask her what she does for work because she's like, when she was talking about, you know, her work, she was like, yeah, it's kind of stressful. You know, I'm dealing with kids, woody whoop whoop. And I'm like, oh, so you work with kids? And she paused. She was like, yes, I work with kids. And then she named the place and she works with special kids, right?
This is a great continuation of the last episode.
So I'm asking her because I mean, fuck, 𝙼𝙾𝚃 was there too, but you know her.
Who?
𝙼𝙾𝚃,
the dark skinned one, right?
Yeah,
for all intents and purposes.
All intents and purposes. 𝙼𝙾𝚃 was there too, and they both worked the same job. So Benta's talking about her grievances and like the shit she's going through. She was like, yeah, you know, I'm dealing with this badass boy. This nigga threw a monster truck at my head. 𝙼𝙾𝚃 goes, wait, he threw a monster truck at my head? Girl, I was with this one kid. He threw a fire truck at my head. I'm like, damn, what's up with all these fucking childish objects being thrown at these fucking black women's heads?
And the special needs give them abilities, right? That probably, he probably pitched it to her head.
I even said that. I was like, well, they have accelerated strength.
And precision.
Exactly. Powers, nigga, they have powers. And so she's like, yeah, and you know, we have to test them. Like, we have to make notes of them. We have to track their progress. We have to see.
Like lab rats?
Like test dummies.
Okay, that's why you titled it that. Whoa! That's okay.
Nigga.
That's good work right there. That's good work right there.
But
it went over my head at first.
I was like, wait, so you're telling me, like, you're tracking these children, like, the behavior? And she's like, yeah, you know, like, some of them can't even put sentences together.
Okay.
Some of them,
articulation
some
problems.
of them you have to change the diaper, you know what I mean?
How old are these kids?
Nothing above 12.
Jesus Christ.
Well,
You're still changing.
maybe 10.
Changing a 12-year-old diaper.
But exactly.
That, like, at the certain point, you've gone through puberty at that point, right?
Nigga.
Or it's probably just starting to happen.
Yeah, potentially, yeah.
I don't know. Like, they get so strong so fast. Like, who knows how the body, like, develops.
It's probably just an accelerated growth.
And I was just, so many questions spawned, I can't even remember. But I was like, okay. Because she said something that, like, kind of made me go, like, wait, what? She was like, there's a lot of kids that shouldn't be in there. And I'm like, wait, first of all, how the fuck do you get to say that? Like, what do you mean they're not supposed to be in there? First of all,
she is the gatekeeper, though.
but you have to, in order to be, like, admitted to that shit, you have to go to a psychiatrist. And the psychiatrist has to put you on the paper as, you know, slow.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that they
Or
do
deficient.
it accurately. Because, you know,
But-
black and Hispanic boys, we get diagnosed with a lot more shit than
With a
white
lot.
people.
a
Like,
fact.
they like to just give us Ritalin.
That's a fact.
That's a fact.
Early on.
You said it like you was one of the boys, were you?
Nah, I wasn't.
Okay, just making sure.
That is a fact. I've heard that rhetoric.
Shout
It's-
out Umar
it's-
Johnson.
It's definitely true, probably. But
They try to say I had ADHD in kindergarten. That's why I got held back.
yeah,
The white lady said some white lady shit to my mom and had her convinced that I was
No.
too charismatic to go to the next grade.
technically your mom is the reason you got help. Nigga, I remember I had a fun ass weekend with my dad. I come back home Sunday, mind you, you know, niggas don't live with their dad, so it's like I'm
You on that high right now.
dopamine effect.
Yeah.
Right.
I come home, she's sitting in the dark. We have like this one big ass rocking chair. She's sitting, you know, like I think she had a Heineken right there. She's just sitting. She was like, you know,
Cigarette lit.
She was like, "How was your weekend?" And I was like, "It was amazing." Fuck you asking me like that for? And then she was like, "I got something to tell you," and I'm like, "What? What? What?" You know, like they're gonna call me dumb.
Yeah.
The fuck, like. But I ended up skipping the grade. Like,
Oh, you ain't say what she told you.
it's obvious. I got held back.
What grade was this?
Third.
See, now getting held back in third grade is different than getting held back in kindergarten.
Actually, no. This is interesting.
It's an interesting debate, and I'm willing to have it because I wasn't held back for academic purposes. She said that I talked too much in the class, meaning that I didn't have the focus that it took to sit down and not only focus, but not disturb other people. I was too charming.
You was too charming,
I was
nigga.
too charming.
That's not what that
I was in
means.
there
That's
cracking
what you
jokes.
say.
That's
That
not the
nigga.
definition of
kissing white
charming.
It
bitches.
sounds like you was a belligerent black baby.
It sounds like I was a once in a every 50-year generational talent
Pause.
that was gifted as a child.
You can't say that. It comes from the context of where that comes from.
Doesn't matter if a gay man call you handsome, are you ugly? Think about it.
Still gay. Still gay. I mean,
about it, nigga.
I mean, okay. Fuck it. Yeah, I'll give you that.
All right.
But yeah, man. And I was like, I asked her, I was like, so you think it's more kids in there that shouldn't be than there are niggas that are in jail that shouldn't be in jail? Like, you know what I mean?
That's a Jay Noble's question.
Like
Like there's more wrongful convictions in the
Exactly.
special ed class than there is in the institutions.
that's what I mean. Like who's getting wronged more?
Who's getting paid? Because I'm sure that the state gets a certain amount of fun. Like, I'm completely making this up, but this is theory.
I
And
don't
it's
wanna-
one of them times where I might be wrong enough to be right.
I'm gonna give you some ammo. I don't want to put her business out, but she was like, I just got a raise. That's what she said.
So I feel like there's a certain amount of funding that goes to these organizations.
Yeah.
If there's a certain quota that they're hitting, like more special kids, more special payments. You get what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
they're gonna
yeah.
misdiagnose intentionally.
Yeah.
Just to get some, that deposit. That deposit hits.
You have to get your quota, and that's the thing I've noticed working at this job.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I know we're like bouncing around, but That's the thing I've noticed at this job, nigga, working at a startup. Nigga,
especially a startup in particular. Like, if y'all had like 3-4 more years of skin in the game, it's probably a different atmosphere.
Exactly.
But these quotas matter right now.
These quotas matter. And it is weird, though, like, because she was just talking about it, and she was like, yeah, you know, there was this one kid, he was like 4 years old. He would be trying to tackle niggas. And the way she was talking about it, it was like he was actually doing it. Like, this 4-year-old was actually tackling niggas.
Like grown 12-year-olds?
Like grown adults.
Oh, shit.
Like, he was getting them in an ankle lock, like, you know, trying to single leg them.
See, are they wasting their time there? Because with a kid like that.
The workers?
No, the kids. With a kid like that, it sounds like he has a future in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Yeah. It sounds like if he was in Royce Gracie instead of the short bus, he would have a completely different life trajectory. There's a lot more money to be made on that other side.
The way she was describing it, honestly, it made me understand life.
There's athletes in there.
It's athletes. It's dictators.
There's pitchers. There's grapplers.
You get what I'm saying? Like, it's everything. Like, there's, like, if this was the 1800s, there's probably a kid in there that would be appointed to king. You get what I mean? Like, as far as, like, there's everybody in there.
And what do you think they basing that on?
There's warriors in there.
Do you think that there's like an actual king in there that he leads all the other special kids?
The way she was describing it was exactly how, like, they talk about Napoleon.
Okay.
Like, just some, like, wild nigga who thinks, you know, he can just, I don't know.
With a God complex.
Step on bitches' toes.
What does it take to lead other special kids? Like, how do you get appointed to that position? Are you the smartest or the strongest? Which one do you think they respect more? And Lauren, is this a safe conversation?
I think it's y'all taking it the right way.
Okay.
Strength.
It may be the closest to the line. The closest to the line on who
we're getting
who
there.
Shouldn't really be in there.
Right.
Who was misdiagnosed. Like, you know, they might not be as fast as the other children, but they're not as slow as these slow children.
But you also got to understand, it's niggas in there that don't speak. So we don't know what's going on in their head.
They could just be in there strategizing.
Nigga.
Yeah.
Ted McKenna in that bitch. Wait.
Terrence McKenna, yeah. It was close enough. But what exactly is her position? Like, what is it called?
Nigga, caretaker, like,
just caretaker?
I don't even know.
It's
but it sounded so stressful. I was like, thank God, like, you know.
You see, no matter what job you work at, you're gonna have to deal with a certain level of stress. It's just all about the pay.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you got quotas to meet.
Yeah.
Shit, I have quotas to meet, nigga. So last night, it is about 8, maybe 8 o'clock, 8:10.
Okay, it's pretty late.
I'm driving around. Apparently at my company, we can't be out delivering packages past 8:50. So I get a text from my dispatch that's like, hey, hurry it up, my nigga. Mind you, I only have 10 stops left. That's gonna take me 15 minutes. So realistically, I would have been done at like 8:25, 8:30. I had 20 minutes to spare on that shit. Like,
he was chilling.
They was overreacting, but you know, as I've told you at this company, they're very strict on some of these policies. Like, niggas not playing.
Yeah.
But so I get this message and I'm like, all right, let me hurry up a little bit. I'm in this fat ass cargo van. We have a camera on the back of the van that allows us to pull out, see behind us and all that shit.
Yeah.
But mind you, it's pitch black outside. So my camera is now in black and white. It's no longer a high pixelated color.
Yeah.
So I'm backing out.
Night vision shit.
Not even night vision. Night vision implies that you can still see for real.
Yeah.
There's like some type of thermometer or something.
Yeah.
Like, nah.
This is just black and gray.
No infrared, nothing. This is like a 1920s film.
I was about
Security
to say, yeah.
cam.
Literally. I'm backing out the driveway.
Great Gatsby.
I'm backing out the driveway. All I hear is boom, boom, boom. And then my position just starts to lean to the left about 75 degrees.
Whoa!
I have pictures.
Wait, swear to God.
I have pictures.
Swear to God.
Can I put these? I can't put them on my phone.
I was thinking about that, and I was thinking about just scrambling out the name on the side of the van to protect my occupation. But I can show y'all for sure.
Yeah. Show us.
Wait,
sure.
where was you? You was backing out of a nigga driveway.
I was in a gated community, backing out of a luxurious driveway. Nigga.
Yeah.
You know how certain homes in the driveway, it's a straight path, and then on the left and on the right side, they have the ditch for the drainage.
It's a bridge. It's almost like a
But they have the ditch for the drainage right there. So I'm backing out. My whole, I would say 90% of my van is out of the driveway. As I'm turning to cut the wheel so I can be straight going the way I need to go, my front tire falls into the ditch.
Oh,
so I'm literally just leaning on one tire. I'm gonna show you.
Yo, show me this picture, nigga. Show me the picture, nigga.
Because this shit got serious. All I could do was laugh. That's all I had left to do.
Because I know that position you in.
Because now I'm starting to calculate, like, I went from being done in 15 minutes to, like, I'm probably not going home for another hour. They have to call a tow truck. They had to back me out. And knowing these niggas, they're going to make me finish the rest of these 10 stops, which they did. They sent another nigga who had just finished. We call it a rescue. So if you finish and there's mad niggas still out, they're going to send you to get, like, 10, 15 packages off the nigga. So... And he even told me, he was like, nigga, I was either helping you or this one bitch that fuck up all the time. And like, this is a way bigger emergency. And plus, he's getting overtime, which is a different story that I had no idea about. I don't know why he's getting overtime and we working at the same time. But he comes, we finish delivering the packages. I got to show you niggas these pictures. I almost forgot to send it to the chat.
Like, because it sounds...
this shit is incredible.
You saying you was on one wheel, like...
Bro, and the pictures don't even do it justice. Like, there's a...
Like Vin Diesel.
When you see the picture that's laying on the side... There's one tire up in the air, at least 3 feet. Like I could have laid under it and been like perfectly comfortable. I might have had to been in coffin position, but I could have laid under that tire. But the picture doesn't show how high off the ground the shit is.
Use it as a tomb for this fucking.
Damn, bro, I didn't even realize you like completely took the L in this story. I thought you was about to tell me about how you redeemed yourself.
There's no redemption. There's no hero's journey to this story, nigga.
Oh my god,
nigga, this shit is just serious.
And like you didn't try to like back up again.
Bro, I could. Like, I tried everything I could, but nigga, I'm stuck. Like, it's wet grass, and bro, look at the pictures.
Yeah,
there's nothing I could do to get out of there. It would have been different if it was a back tire too, because this is a what do they call it? 4-wheel drive?
Yeah.
What is it called when the back wheels are where you're getting your traction from?
Rear wheel drive.
This is a rear wheel drive vehicle.
Yeah.
So I'm pressing the gas, and my front tire isn't even moving. It's done. I'm done for. Mind you, I just got a text 5 minutes ago saying, "Hey, nigga, could you hurry up on this speed
up, nigga?"
I started to hurry up.
Yeah.
Now it's a problem. There was no damage done. The dude whose home it was, because I was wondering, I was there for about 15 to 20 minutes before he even noticed there was a problem. So he comes out. He's a complete weirdo. He's like a liberal, like a 40-year-old liberal nigga.
Okay.
He might be a gay man married to a woman because he's not safe enough. He doesn't feel, courageous enough to come out the closet. He was giving me that vibe. He had on a peace shirt that was very telling, and it wasn't a Grateful Dead shirt.
Okay.
It's different if it's the Grateful Dead. Like, all right, you just
Jimi Hendrix, nigga.
You just had a hippie era when you was young.
Yeah.
But that was a little too peaceful, nigga. It was a little too, a lot of rainbows.
Yeah.
But he was a weird guy. But I met an interesting, like, white dude, and it made me realize how different of an experience that they live. Like, I always knew, being a 6'3" black man in America, that like,
yeah, you're a nigga.
I'm a nigga, and I'm not. I wouldn't say a nigga's nigga, but I have a very nigga experience. I get in the car with this dude, mind you. This is the rescue, the one that's coming to help me finish the rest of these 10 stops.
Okay,
and it's just from the very start. It was just some shit. I get in the car, we chopping it up a little bit. He's like, "Hey, you."
But like in this type of situation, you don't even want to talk for real. It's like that's
nigga,
how I would feel. Like I wouldn't. Nigga, my shit went so.
Yeah.
But
pause.
Yeah, no pause.
Flaccid.
Yeah, flaccid. But in that situation, it's just like, bruh, like let's skip this.
Yeah.
Let's just go home. You know what I mean? Let's just try to get there.
I feel you, but life is about perspective. You feel me?
Okay.
It's either a happy story or a sad story. I was like, nigga, I'm meeting too much adversity right now to be upset about it.
Yeah.
Like,
facts.
I'm like, you just gotta accept it. Like, nigga, I'm not going home when I thought it was. There's literally nothing I can do about it. So pouting ain't gonna do shit.
Yeah.
Let me get these jokes off and have a story for the fucking pod. That's all. Like, literally, that's the silver lining. Is that at least I could turn this into material.
Yeah, ain't shit you could have done with this.
There's nothing you could do except be mad about it. Like, nah, that's not
you could have had somebody, you ain't seen the pickup trucks around the corner, put a hitch on your shit, had them niggas pull it out.
See, nah, if it was my car, that's different. But, nigga, I work for the man.
Yeah, facts.
Them niggas got tow companies on standby for this very scenario.
And plus, they would have seen it on the camera like, this nigga just makeshift his own way. Like, what is this nigga doing?
I don't know what they would have appreciated more.
But what happened, though? What did the man say? What was your punishment?
It was no punishment. This happens all the time.
Okay.
They were just glad that there was no damage. Like, at the end of the day, it's like, nigga, this is nothing. All we got to do is tow this out. But if I would have, like, broke the van, broke the car, ran over a mailbox, which is a felony, this is a completely different issue.
Yeah.
I might not have had no jokes for this.
Yeah.
There was no silver lining. But the rescue nigga comes, I get in the car. He looks like, I forgot his name, but the youngest brother on Malcolm in the Middle.
Oh, yeah, but that nigga.
The youngest brother on Malcolm in the Middle, if he grew up to be 28 and grew a feathery mustache, right? This is exactly what he looks like.
Can we just still get a picture of him just so I can
Let's
like
get
visually see this
great
nigga?
visual, especially for the visual listeners. Shout out to you if you're listening to this on Spotify and Apple. We're going to do our best to describe everything for you. But this is exactly what he looked like. But we got to see a picture of him in character. Yeah.
My man's right here.
Literally.
Right
if
here.
he grew up, went to
Okay.
public school, lost all his enthusiasm, and just became a fucking burnout, nigga.
Right here?
A drifter. Yeah, on the far left.
Yeah.
Same haircut,
It's
just
like-
with a lower guard.
And it's weird, like that type of nigga is 3 outcomes. It's crack, it's turn into Jim Carrey. Hopefully that's just like the best possible.
That's a silver lining.
Or I don't know, you just fucking
Or you end up working
at it. Yeah.
at this place.
Yeah, at that place. You just become a regular nigga.
Rescuing niggas like me.
Yeah, yeah.
So I get in the car. I don't want to say Billy Ray Cyrus playing, but that's the only country nigga I know that I can reference right now.
Yeah.
It's Billy Ray Cyrus playing for all
Country
intents and
music
purposes.
is cool. At my job, it'd be like, my
be playing
manager,
it.
he be playing like everything, like rap country. He be mixing that shit.
Playing some Project Pat with a little Nickelback.
Yeah, with a little Nickelback.
Yeah. He was playing some of that. So I get in the car and he was like, you listen to country? I'm like, nigga, it's cool, but I'm like, hey man, I'm in your domain right now. Like, you on Ox, it's your shit. Like,
Yeah.
do what you want to do. He's like, all right. So he starts playing this country shit. And then I think he looks at me and sees how unappeased I am or something. Like, I'm just like not entertained at
Your
all.
energy is like,
Yeah, so he was like, let me play some black shit for him. Immediately. Matter of fact, because I wrote it down. I don't want to get this wrong.
What song was it?
There was a sequence.
Can we guess it? Like, is it black enough to where we can guess it?
Guess it.
But like, give me it, like,
Early 2000s.
Okay. Nelly.
You a prodigy. You a prodigy, nigga.
That's what I'm saying.
And you know what's crazy?
That's what I'm saying.
In my head, I know you so well that in my head,
Yeah.
when I said early 2000s, I was like, he got it.
Yeah.
I swear to God, I was like, he got it.
He threw it up.
He plays Nelly. All I hear is, and going so I'm like, all right. Like,
Yo, oh my God.
Okay, nigga.
And that's some of the like, Nelly is a black ass artist. Like,
but it's like,
he's more blacker than like Juvenile or something. Like,
musically,
Not musically.
not musically.
he's a nigga.
A man named Little John exists.
Well, yeah, he's probably not the most nigga. Yeah.
We have niggas like Waka Flocka. Like,
Yeah,
it could have
yeah.
got real niggas.
Yeah, it coulda
Shout
got
out to Gucci.
If he really wanted to impress me, he should have played some Ace Hood. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah,
nigga.
Ace Hood.
But when Ace Hood was still good.
When he was still popping.
When he
yeah.
was at the pinnacle.
So this, should he have played like some fucking Ransom?
What if he'd have played some old school shit, like some.
What's
fucking,
that nigga on TDE that was like, yo, niggas fucking with my projects?
Oh,
He was
yeah.
Ransom. Was that Ransom?
No, that's not Ransom.
Reason.
Reason. That's
Reason.
Yeah,
That's an easy
Reason.
mistake to make too.
Reason.
I'm gonna play the sequence of song he played. And
Okay.
He goes from he goes from Nelly Down Down Baby, 50 Cent, It's Your Birthday.
It's
Chill
Whoa,
out.
okay.
I swear to God.
We got okay.
In order. This is in order. I wrote it down.
Okay.
Kanye Gold Digger. And then
Why Gold Digger?
I don't know, but then you know what he did? You know what he tried to do to me? He tried to finish it off, but he was like, I know you don't know nothing about this.
He said that.
This is a 28-year-old white boy with a buzz
He
cut.
hit you with that.
This nigga says, I know you don't know nothing about this, and proceeds to play. It's the remix to Ignition. Hiding fresh
Yo.
out the kitchen. I was like, nigga, I practically wrote this song.
Yeah,
nigga.
yeah.
What are you talking about? I'm surprised you know this shit.
and it's but you
Play
see
R. Kelly?
R. Kelly, nigga.
but you see that's the plight of the white man.
Bro, yeah, it is.
That's the plight of the white man.
is.
He wants to be as cool as you.
You can't outcool a young 24-year-old nigga. That's not gonna happen.
Nah.
It's never gonna happen.
Nah.
On my lamest day,
Nah.
he's cornier than me.
Only nigga that could probably do that was probably Paul Walker or something. Nigga.
Or Slim
R.I.P.
Jesus with a prop gun.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
that's with a prop gun.
Yeah,
he's like Carrot Tops. He needs toys. He needs toys to entertain.
Yeah,
but
ventriloquist. He need a dummy.
I just started talking to the nigga like just life shit. I'm just comparing his life to mine. Like he was like, man, I need a haircut. Mind you, his hair was as long. What's the character's name on Malcolm in the Middle?
I don't know his name.
The younger brother on Malcolm in the Middle, I keep forgetting his name, is slipping me. But his hair is as long as that. And he's like, nigga, I'm wolfing right now. Like, I need to get rid of this.
He said he's wolfing.
He didn't say he's wolfing, but
Dewey?
I'm black and cool, so I made it cooler.
Dewey.
Dewey. And it's crazy because I wanted to call him Stewie, but I know that wasn't it. He looks like Dewey from Malcolm in the Middle. Same cut and everything.
Yeah.
He was like, yeah, man, I need to get a haircut. I was like, yeah, nigga, I got to go see my barber. I was like, shout out Blade Brown. Immaculate with the clippers.
Shout out to Blade Brown.
Precision like he's special needs.
Yeah, yeah.
But he's telling me about this. I'm like, yeah, so where you get your hair cut? And he was like, my bathroom, nigga. It don't take nothing to do a buzz cut. I just cut everything off. It's like, all right, that's 1 point for white boys.
Yeah.
You know how much money I spent on my hair?
That type of white boy, Tony. Like, you got to understand, I work with a, like, you feel me? Like,
you work with everything from like a Travis Kelce to a G-Eazy, and they both require lineups.
Travis Kelce to
you get what I'm saying?
Travis Kelce to Mark Cuban to like kind of broaden the range, and G-Eazy's might be G-Eazy
somewhere in the middle between Travis Kelce and Mark Cuban.
Shouldn't G-Eazy be at the end? He should be the.
He doesn't
last.
get blacker than. Can we Google G-Eazy real quick? He's still trying to have like good white guy hair. He's not. There's no fade.
Like, yeah.
Some white dudes even do the tip with the comb over. He's not even going for that. He's just like, let me just comb it over, pour it on the side, and a nice lineup, a black lineup.
That's what Andrew Schultz tries to be doing.
No, he doesn't even try.
Yeah.
But that's what he could be doing.
But G-Eazy not preparing for a film for 4 years, so.
Yeah, nah. He kind of looks like Andrew Schultz. The more like you squint at him.
Yeah, that's why, nigga looks.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, damn.
But I'm just talking to him. I'm just going down the list of like how different our life is. Like.
What do you eat for breakfast? Did you get in some shit like that?
I ain't getting into nothing like that, but this was very telling. So.
Okay.
Tone Groove and Jay Noblez. How do I talk about this? We try to avoid police interaction at all costs.
Yeah.
So, we trade notes on all updates we see. Like when they started pulling niggas over in undercover maroon-colored Dodge cars.
Yeah.
That was very noteworthy. I was like, nigga, I saw some shit the other day, right?
Yeah.
So every time I see a Dodge of any shade, I immediately become a civilian.
It's usually solid colors too, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, solid. It's never a crimson blue, but you'll see some blacks, some silvers.
It's
maroon burgundy
with the
for some
ghost
reason.
writing on it too. The ghost writing that's fucking invisible kind of.
It's
And
on
he's
the
a
darker.
federale.
It's on the darker end of the rainbow. It's never like yellow or fucking red.
It's too flamboyant.
Yeah.
Like you still got to be able to like surprise a nigga at nighttime because that's when niggas like to race. That's when the Fast and Furious come out.
But let me guess, his uncle was like the fucking most famous sheriff in town or something?
He's a motorcyclist, right?
Like Hell's Angel?
No, more like a I can't even think of a reference. Instead of like big Harley Davidsons, he's more like a speedster. What's that one anime? Kanye fucking based a whole album off it. Yeah, more like that. Like on some street racing shit, underground things.
Yeah, Ghost in the Shell, some
Ghost in the
shit like
Shell,
that.
Yeah, all that shit, right?
Okay.
He's a motorcyclist. One day, pitch black. He's on the highway, right? A maroon Dodge gets behind him. He's like, fuck him. He speeds off.
Yeah.
There's immediate, like, just difference in cognitive, like, not even cognitive ability, just
processing.
How we assessing that situation.
It's the processing.
He see a maroon Dodge and he's like, fuck him. Let's try to race. Even though he knows it might be a fed. So he goes from 70 miles per hour to 102. The maroon Dodge follows him for 10 minutes. For 10 minutes. It might have been an exaggeration. It might have been 7, but he said 10 minutes. Proceeds to follow him. Doesn't pull him over until he gets to like 113 miles. In a 70 mile per hour highway, he pulls over. The cop gets out the car.
Yeah.
The first statement he makes to the nigga is, I'm not going to write you a ticket. The first thing he said to the nigga was, I'm not going to write you a ticket, Justin.
What type of... Okay, we got to break this down.
Please.
What type of clothing was he wearing? Like, could you see the back of his white neck? You get what I mean? Like, did he know he was white? Can they check your race by your license plate?
Yeah, they'll pull your whole shit up.
Oh, yeah, they can pull your shit up. And he had 10 minutes behind him, so he probably looked at fucking
his life story. Nigga.
Yeah. Bro.
Okay.
The first thing he says is, I'm not going to write you a ticket.
Yeah.
They proceed to have a conversation about motorcycles, and then he sends him on his way. Doesn't that sound like a lucid dream for a black man?
Yeah.
That's happened to me.
Not that way.
Not that way.
Not
You weren't
that
going
way,
30
bruh.
miles over the speed
not
limit.
that
Okay.
way. You
Yeah.
can't equate it at all.
Yeah.
Whatever you got in your mind, you cannot equate it.
Nigga, and
It's
the
not.
first thing he said was, I'm not giving you a ticket.
Hell no.
Hell, on a Friday night,
Yeah.
when they have a quota to meet, for sure.
Yeah, for
They
sure.
got to get niggas.
Yeah.
One time I was at work, I saw a nigga, and he was obviously a nigga because of the music he was playing, in a Dodge Hellcat, whatever the fuck. I'm not a car nigga. One of them fast shit.
SRT, whatever.
He blatantly runs a red left light. Cop from the other side of the street immediately, boom, gets his ass, pulls him over in the parking lot. Black man. With a white girl in the car, too. I noticed that because I pulled over in the same gas station because I had to get gas.
Damsel in distress, man.
Nah, he probably saw a
that's-
little King Kong situation going
Yeah,
on. He's
yeah.
like, let me get to the top of the fucking building before they do.
You got to have your
Princess Peach.
yeah.
That's a good one. I like that.
Yeah.
Get away from this browser, nigga.
Hell yeah. Float me away, bitch, please.
Then the nigga keep talking like we just going on about more life shit.
Yeah.
It's just completely different. Like he says, he asked me if I smoke. I was like, what exactly?
Yeah.
He was like, if you have to ask that, then yes. So I was like, all right, cool. He proceeds to pass me this little fucking THC pen. I fake hit it on some trainer day shit.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm not even this herpes is a thing.
Yeah,
nigga. I don't fucking know.
But
you.
wait.
What?
You
Break
know,
it down.
It's
Because I
just,
thought about this.
because it's just like, how did he pull it out in a way that's like, come on, man, like you kind of had to hit it.
He pulled it out in a way where it was like this. He didn't even look at me. He just like, bow. I grab it not knowing what it is until I have it. Now I'm like, let me training day this shit.
Okay.
I even threw in a couple for good measure, beat my chest a little bit.
Hell no.
It's like, man, what flavor is this? What was in THC? Is this, nigga?
Yeah.
Pass it back to him. God, I'm not hitting that shit.
Yeah,
I'm
no.
past smoking with strangers.
Yeah.
My smoking circle doesn't leave the studio really.
Yeah.
Except for like my family. Like I'm with my little brother, little sister, maybe an uncle or two. But
Yeah, niggas is too old to like. Niggas just is too old. Like I have to do what I want in my way.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like
Yep.
niggas is too old for all that smoking with random niggas. Fucking. Like,
I don't want to get high that bad.
Like, I like to get high the way I like to get high. I want to get high by myself. Yeah. You know,
Like a stoic.
like a stoic nigga.
Literally. Like in the morning time where you carve out a certain amount of hours for
You
this,
know what I'm
for
saying?
this
It's
It's a little
attitude.
more of a control high too, because
Can't-
when you smoke with niggas you don't know what's about to happen.
Yeah.
You don't know if it's
yeah.
got the shenanigans in it.
Yeah.
You
Or
don't know
even
if he's
like-
got the shenanigans under his mustache.
Or even
Yeah.
like niggas you kind of know, but it's just like why we don't have to share the same blunt. Like we can smoke together, but it's no reason for. That's another big
That's
caveat.
adulting.
Shout out to Currency. That video of him like just pleading with niggas like, yo, like I smoke weed. I know you smoke weed. Where the fuck is your weed?
Yeah.
Like nigga, if we both smoke and we out, why are you asking me to hit my? You wouldn't ask to drink from my wine glass.
You
nigga.
a grown man, so you can imagine everything else is wrong in his life. Lee, he's got some back child support payments, taxes ain't filed. Like nigga, you ain't prepared to get high, so you definitely not prepared for responsibility.
This nigga hitting a pin on the job, he might be more blacker than you.
No, he's
Whoa.
whiter than me for this story right here.
Okay.
Like we kind of started talking about like fake drug testing. Like I brought it up because this is a thing that I've done multiple times.
Yeah.
He was like, "Man, I don't even do that. The first thing I tell them is that I smoke weed," and then he just puts it on the table. He's like, "Either you gonna hire me or not." But he tells him up front, "I smoke weed." Like at the job I'm at right now, together with him, he didn't take a drug test because he told him he smoked weed. Now I don't know if that's because of the new rumor that NC isn't tested for THC anymore.
No, they do, just not your job, like not your sector.
Okay.
Because with
For where you were at,
Yeah,
you had to take the righteous way.
it's like nigga federal. Fuck your state, nigga.
It literally starts with
Yeah.
But we'll leave it at that. You're not even there no more, so you can talk about it.
That is true. At FedEx,
FedEx.
Yeah, I'm still scared for to get shit serious.
Yeah.
But at FedEx, nigga, that shit is federal. Like, nigga, it doesn't matter what your state is on. You better not be smoking it.
It's like working for the UPS. I mean, United States Postal Service, USPS.
They strict too?
Yeah, it's a government job.
That's a
I'm
government job.
imagining that they testing your piss, your saliva, your fucking tear ducts.
Your toenails, nigga?
Yeah, they getting clippings. They have to. You work for the man, so you got to be up to par. But the fact that you go to a job interview and you just have that amount of bold whiteness in you to be like, yeah, I smoke weed, and it's either going to be I'm going to get this job and not point to white boys.
Bro, I think it's also, for the first time I experienced that shit too on like a phone interview. Nigga was telling me, he was coaching me from the perspective of hiring me. Like, this is what you do to make sure you pass the drug test. Like, he was like, hey, look, man, if you smoke, just make sure you don't drink a whole lot of water. We don't want it to be inconclusive. Just, get it. He was like,
He's
letting me
giving
know.
you game.
He was giving me game, bro. He was like on a phone interview to like get the goddamn job.
Don't use a pregnant woman's piss.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things that can go wrong.
Period, too.
Period? You can't use piss when they on the period?
Yeah, nah.
I never knew that.
No, that's bad. That's bad luck.
It's bad luck.
That's Saddam, nigga.
Yeah. You might get some unidentified variables in the sample.
I was about to say, nigga.
But just overall, he made a very good case for being Caucasian in America. It's like, it wasn't very necessary. I kind of knew that. But it was just interesting to compare his life to mine. Because everything he does, I do the opposite of. Yeah. Literally. I fake drug tests. I get my hair cut and I pay $35 for it. And then I go and get my hair braided, which could cost money if I didn't have family and friends around me.
Yeah,
And a lovely girlfriend. Shout out to her.
Yeah.
It's a completely different experience, nigga.
You know, man, they have their own fight, though. Like, they're trying to... The nigga he's listening to Nelly, trying to get some feeling in him.
Some sort of respect from me?
Some aura. You know what I mean? Because that's his go-to when he's by himself. Is Nelly.
No.
Is 50 Cent.
That's his go-to.
We in the club.
That's his go-to when he has a black man to impress. Because he wasn't playing none of that shit before, guaranteed. He asked me if I like country. And then when I was like, it's your shit, he was like, all right, let me play this country, see how it would go. It didn't go anywhere.
Did he play that country Nelly song? What's that shit?
Probably.
I mean, ride with me again.
No, he didn't even play that.
Nah, you talking about that joint with Tim McGraw or whatever that nigga was?
I thought
you talking about Must Be the Money?
Must Be the Money is
that's not that country of a song.
Nah, Nelly did a country song with somebody.
But he did do it like a true country song.
He did a
genuinely country song.
I don't remember who it was.
But no, All About the Money, you can play that. All About the Money can get played.
That shit over and over again.
That right there.
Cause I can't, that shit, that's the one.
All About the Money is black as hell.
It is.
You can play that at the end of any black movie. Like Bad Boys 2.
Really?
Madea Gets a Crib. Like, that can go under any black soundtrack.
Clueless 2, probably too. Like
Wakanda Forever.
Yeah. You could really use it for any type of movie. Fucking.
Literally. But
nah, that is crazy. I'm sorry you had to deal with that.
It was nothing.
With that colonizer, man. I'm sorry.
I wouldn't say he was colonizing.
He saved you, didn't
he? Yeah. If you want to frame it like that.
Yeah, you say, Lauren. He saved you.
I'm the white man. Right?
I was a damsel. Like Will Smith. You know what I noticed? Because I watched a lot of old LOI. Will Smith movies are like the barometer for a lot of things that we talk about.
Because it's like just as a reference?
As just a reference point.
Because he's played
every black man.
Will Smith is like, honestly, he's not like, where does Will Smith rank as far as like black actors?
Put it this way. I was talking to my girl about this shit. I was like, you don't even understand. This nigga was one of my heroes growing up. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air version, specifically.
Nah, nigga. It was all of them, probably.
The big brother I never had.
Nah.
Matter of fact, you right. Every Will Smith incarnation. Hancock.
Yeah.
All of them niggas.
Because they all... Hancock was where I was like, all right, this nigga fucking... That's where my third eye opened up. I was like, what the fuck is this?
You wasn't fucking with Hancock?
Like,
That was a good movie.
When it first came out,
It
I was like
was.
probably 7 years old.
I like
but
that
then
shit.
once I rewatched it a couple of times, I was like, shit, weird, you know?
If somebody put
For the
up,
obvious reasons.
it's weird, but it's like if you frame it like Lauren did, like he got saved by a white man. But realistically, that white man was about to lose his job, correct?
And when he gets close to the white woman, he becomes immortal. When he's far away from the white woman, he's invincible.
So what is that? What message did that send to you? Because I avoided white
Exactly.
women just because my aunts and my mothers.
Exactly. The nigga carved out a heart on the moon for him, for a white couple.
Do you think that was an agenda to save white women for white men? So shit like Jason Love and Leonard the Plug wouldn't happen?
Nah, it was supposed to tell you that with a black woman behind you, you're gonna be invincible, my brother.
But they didn't.
There wasn't a black woman in that movie.
But they were saying stay away from the white, my man.
But that doesn't mean go to black women. That could be Hispanics. They could be Asians.
Of course you say
that could be
Hispanic
being
first.
celibate.
It is cool that he said it first, right?
Yeah.
Anecdotal evidence.
Hispanics. Fuck outta here.
Latinas.
But it is fucked up, and like even with this, like wasn't Jada talking about how you was telling me in the car Tupac could be like her
No,
baby father?
don't say that because I saw that on the Town magazine and I couldn't find it nowhere else.
Okay, but
And
she
it
was
wasn't even
talking
a
about
video
Tupac
of her saying it.
She was talking about Tupac in a very high manner.
This is her book. She dropping a book. She on a press tour.
I was just about to say, how do we begin this topic? So one of the most evil bitches of all time is trying to profit off of her life experiences with all the black men she's had fucked in the past. That's what's
Not
happening.
all of them. Not all of them.
Who's she leaving off the table? Put it this way, the most notable ones. Pac, Will.
That's it.
That's really it.
That's it.
Let's listen to this. I don't even know what this is. This is her telling the story
She
of
went
the
to All the
proposal
Smoke.
in jail.
Yeah, she went to All the Smoke, the Matt Barnes shit.
Which, first of all, how the fuck did that happen? Like,
How did they get connected?
but it's like this is a sports talk show. Are they branching out? They becoming the black man version of The View?
That is interesting.
This
Like,
bitch-
what is this turning into? Like,
This
right?
bitch don't score no points, nigga.
Don't make no
I mean,
yeah.
shit.
Say it, nigga. Say it, nigga.
Bitch
The
don't make
reason
no
I said
revenue.
that because I didn't want to say that. That's you right there.
Bitch don't make no revenue. But it is. What are they turning into? Like some type of. Yo, that's fucked up.
This is interesting.
Because
What is-
Matt Barnes, like they've known Will Smith probably for years. So like
I could imagine.
the fact that they accepted this interview, knowing what this bitch was probably gonna do,
The slimy.
was gonna try to fucking diminish Will's like manhood on their platform.
You can't look. Okay, if I want to play devil's advocate, light skinned nigga advocate, you can't really predict that. But knowing Jada, you should know that was going to happen. She disrespects her alleged husband every time she gets in front of a camera or
Yes.
microphone. But it's so much to this shit.
Yeah,
let's listen to this first and dive deep.
And Will Smith is married
When
to
I
a
wrote
woman.
about that in the book and when I had to talk about it, speak my words for the audible version of the book. That was probably one of the more painful parts, seeing him there, the condition that he was in and having to leave him there.
She's choking her.
And he was in bad shape. And so when he asked me to get married, he was at Rikers. And I knew at that time that he needed somebody to do time with him, which I was going to do anyway. You didn't have to marry me to do time, right? I'm here.
Now you see why we love you.
Oh my god.
Pause it.
And
Pause
then
it.
What the
to,
fuck is
That's
Oh my
because
god.
that's
I forgot we could pause. That's
that's
amazing.
that was an underhand.
Yeah.
Steven Jackson.
bruh.
Steven Jackson is an asshole.
That was
That
like
was
a
crazy.
smack.
yeah, that was a little.
Yeah.
That was a little underhand.
That
you
was
know
a
what I mean?
smack at the Oscars, right?
Yeah. Well,
nigga.
not even that loud. It was just like a.
Subtle jab.
It's just a subtle jab.
It was like a
She-
Joe Budden diss to Drake back in the day.
We see why he loved you.
What
Ryder.
the fuck?
Ryder.
Disgusted.
Come on,
Despicable.
man. How do you think Will needs what's the niggas with the clock that they
Hypnotist?
Will needs a hypnotist to get over this shit. Fuck a therapist, fuck a psychiatrist.
I don't know.
He needs a hypnotist.
If Hancock is our source material, he might need an Asian bitch. Because white women is gonna kill him. Black women is gonna kill him publicly. He needs to go ethnic. He needs to completely flip the script.
I'm gonna say Indian.
Okay.
You never hear nothing bad about Indian bitches.
You
Get
never
him at-
do.
yeah, yeah.
You never do. Let me think.
No.
Let me think.
Real community people, man.
Yeah.
Bitches be like comfortable.
Okay.
You know?
All right. Like even the girl in the office, she was a lovable character.
Bro, she was cool.
Yeah,
Like she had a little thing about her. You would fuck her, right?
Interesting you say that.
If you was in the office, you would probably fuck her, right?
If I was in the office and Jim was already fucking all the other better bitches, yeah, maybe. But on some like behind the printer shit, I'm not gonna take her home.
Right.
We fucking in the break room.
But she probably demands that too. Like, ew, you want me to come to your house?
And
like,
that's
the type of bitch.
That's
she
what
is.
makes her attractive. Is that like she got a little Monica Lewinsky in her.
Skank.
Yeah. A skank in a skirt. Nigga.
Yeah.
Disgusting.
But yeah, man. Like, man.
Hold on. Is there more to this?
Yes, but we didn't say this. I'm sorry to all the Spotify listeners. She has on a wig.
No, I meant to say that too.
That's not her hair.
She doesn't look very alopecic. And that doesn't even look like a wig. Like who puts on a that's such a low Caesar. Could you put that on?
Because it's a wig, and then she just fucking palmed some eco-styling gel and just waved that shit down.
Okay.
Like he needed a rock.
A lot of people might not know, but he proposed to you while he was in jail.
Oh, that started over.
Oh, thank
He
God.
needed,
Why is Matt Barnes
because of our friendship and because of everything we had been through together, he just wanted to feel that solidified foundation. You know, because I promise you, he would have married me and divorced me as soon as his ass left jail. He would have.
Right.
I'd be real with it.
Right. Because so many people in that position don't have support.
Right.
None at all.
None. You know?
I hate this.
He got the best.
Right. He was just like, look.
That's what I'm saying.
Yo.
That's what I'm saying.
Pause.
Yo, what is he doing,
That's
bro?
what I mean,
A
dog.
story
Is he
came
dirty macking in the middle of the story right now?
literally right in the fucking. He's treating it like an interlude.
Yeah.
Like he's dirty macking in the middle of this album.
Yeah.
There was a story that came out about Chris Rock allegedly trying to shoot his shot at Jada when he saw that like the relationship was a little rocky in the past.
I remember that. I remember hearing that. So, what does that mean? Like,
There's a precedent for dark-skinned niggas trying to get at this bitch. That's exactly what that means.
goodness.
Jesus.
It's filthy.
Jesus Christ.
I titled this topic Jada Shakur because I feel like that's what she wants. Secretly deep down, she would have married the nigga in jail if she would have had confidence that he was going to be faithful afterwards when he got out.
Yeah. She's the type, she would have let him do whatever he wanted. Like cheat, it doesn't matter. Just don't like divorce me. Like,
Just don't, please.
Just let's keep it on papers, please.
Please, like what Will Smith is doing currently, but
Yeah.
we're going to get to that later.
Yeah.
Did you ever have a girl that like back in school,
Yeah.
she was cool. Y'all had like cool chemistry, but you viewed her as just a friend because like the sex appeal wasn't there. But she was head over heels for you. And she would just ride with you no matter what you did.
Not a friend?
Yeah, because that's where you wanted it. You didn't want to entertain it any further than that.
Not in high school.
Maybe on a lonely night you
Yeah.
might have hit it, but
Yeah.
that's on a lonely night.
Yeah. In college, yeah, for sure.
See, I had a few of those, and I feel like that's what she was to Tupac. Like, he never took her serious, but she was cool enough to be around and kind of flirt with her.
Yeah.
And she was just in love with the nigga.
Yeah.
Like, I remember I took this one girl to prom who had a boyfriend at the time. And this other girl who I didn't even know that she really like cared that much, that she was distraught over that shit. Like, I broke her heart. And it's like, I didn't know her heart was being broken because I didn't know how she fucking felt. I was just like, man, you cool to have around.
Yeah, yeah.
But she was in love with a nigga.
Yeah.
That's what this is.
Bitches head over heels.
Because Tupac, realistically, at a certain point, could have got any bitch that was in the 90s ever.
Yeah.
Any of them.
Vivica.
I feel like he was the ideal man for a lot of bitches.
Nigga, everybody loved Tupac.
But just the fact that he was gangster enough to hang around thug ass niggas, but soft enough to write poems to you.
Exactly.
Like that's the perfect blend.
That's what bitches ask for now.
They
ask for Tupac now.
A nigga in a silk shirt with a long perm,
Where's Pac?
but he's gangster enough to fight for your honor.
Uh-huh.
I'm starting to understand the nigga's appeal.
Yeah.
Confident enough to be bald. He had a lot going for him.
Yeah.
Niggas wanted to be him.
The nigga outworking himself every day like he was just a stand-up guy.
Will Smith even had an interview or like some clip that I saw somewhere where he was like, I wish I was more like him. for lack of better words, that was the sentiment that he was giving.
Man.
So you know he had gotten into an argument with Jada where she brought up, "You're never gonna, you're not half the man he is."
He was probably
he was.
he was probably in the mirror trying to tie his bandana. She was like, you look stupid.
Yeah. What are you doing?
You have too much of a flat top of that shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, nah. Because and when you think about it, think about the reputations that they had in the 90s being a rapper. Will Smith was still trying to fight that gay scene that he had and still get taken seriously as a rapper. Tupac could take a naked bath with bubbles and chains and nobody questioned it.
Yeah. Well, no, people did question it.
But not enough to ruin his legacy.
Yeah.
Tupac never had to fight that shit.
Yeah.
It was kind of just like a small, it's like you almost stepped in dog shit.
Yeah, but Tupac is a weird case because it's like the nigga could be whatever he wanted to. Like he did whatever he wanted. Like he was in the club, he pulled his piece out, he told bitches to suck it. Like it was sucked. Like this nigga shooting at cops,
shooting at off-duty cops,
like,
nigga, and living to tell the story. I saw a picture of him reenacting the event. Like he got on one knee, he was like, "I killed them crackers like this."
Hey, this nigga got in prone position.
He got in position, nigga. It was ridiculous.
Yeah,
but
Jada is I feel bad for Will. Like I wish I could read people's mind, like Professor X for real.
Literally.
Just so I could see like
all the other mutants out there.
Yeah. Just so I could like really see like, yo, like how good is this nigga doing? Like this nigga doing okay?
Because the thing is, growing up, he seemed like the coolest nigga on 2 feet. Other than like a nigga like Snoop Dogg.
That was never
shit.
I never like I always thought Denzel was that nigga for me. Like
okay.
Like Will Smith was cool, but it was always something about that nigga to me.
Put it this way, I didn't discover niggas like Denzel and Michael J. White, Black Dynamite incarnation specifically, to like teenage years. I'm talking about young group.
Yeah, okay.
Maybe 8 to 10 years old.
Looking at Fresh Prince shit.
8 to 13. 8 to 13 years old. I'm looking at Fresh Prince. I'm not aware of blaxploitation films or really what that even means.
Yeah.
I'm looking at Will Smith as the coolest nigga walking on 2 feet.
Donald Glover.
Childish Gambino?
Nah, Donald Glover, the old black dude.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm about to say never. I've never looked at him like that.
But because it's Will Smith, and that's how they marketed him.
Like he was Danny Glover. My fault.
Oh, Danny Glover.
Yeah.
Fucking me up just
That's
now.
what the confusion was.
Oh,
yeah.
Danny Glover. Oh shit.
But the thing is that, of course, he's not the characters that he plays. But a lot of times, when you get typecasted, especially, like it feels like a part of you is that. I can't imagine Denzel Washington not talking fast at dinner. I don't see it not happening. Or even just being slick as hell with a toothpick in his mouth for no reason. He has perfectly flossed teeth in a toothpick, and he's not in character. He's on no set. He's just being Denzel.
He's a regular Southside Chicagoan nigga.
But you can't put that on all them niggas because not everybody is Denzel. Denzel's a one of one for a reason.
Denzel probably isn't a one-on-one. It's probably a lot of Denzels. Let's be honest. It's just Denzel had the acting ability, but it's probably Denzel's in your family.
Me, but it's more like Michael Jackson wasn't the first nigga to moonwalk, but he perfected the moonwalk. If that's what you're saying about Denzel, I'll give it to you.
Yeah, it's like, I made it hot, nigga.
There was other slick niggas with toothpicks and fucking, for no apparent reason, talking slick shit. But Denzel became the pinnacle and the epitome of it.
Exactly.
Put it that way. I was about to get to another point. But Will Smith, I feel like, is deeply insecure. Like to a point to where instead of feeling like he's losing his bitch, he'll lie for 10 years about being married to her, which is another story. Is that in the notes? Is that in the DMs?
Let me see.
Did you see this?
Hell no.
This is more news.
What you talking about?
Will Smith being insecure is
that
like...
post right there alludes to it because Jada Pinkett Smith was allegedly shocked that Will Smith called her his wife after he slapped Chris Rock.
Yeah, because they have been broken up for years.
They've been broken up for years, but they've been posing around like they was a married couple.
Yeah.
So when shit like him fucking Margot Robbie comes out, or her fucking her son's friend, which is still wild under any context, it makes sense. Because it was always a rumor that they had an open relationship, but it wasn't even a relationship. They was just open.
Yeah, nah, like...
They was just fucking other people.
In the same house.
But
across the building.
There it is. What year was that?
2016.
They have allegedly been separated since 2016.
And that's probably like just a word of mouth date. Like they was probably never married.
Well,
for real.
that's why they said Chris Rock hit her around that time.
Yeah.
And that's
Oh,
why
okay.
that's why they
story
had
comes
the
out
beef.
of.
That's why he even slapped him later. Cause like after the 2016 thing, he was like, "Don't fuck with my wife," or whatever. And he still made jokes on her. And then he went on stage and did what he had to do. He was standing up for his bitch.
Did what he had to do.
Because
that's
when you
not
s-
his girl.
When you say
That's what he thought.
When you say keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
Yeah.
To keep something out your mouth means it was there for a minute. It wasn't just
Yeah.
one joke that he just said 5 minutes ago.
Yeah.
This is since 2016 the nigga been dirty macking.
This is a feud going on for years.
Literally. Like, I wonder how much like black Hollywood drama there really is that we just don't really know about because these niggas been lying about it for decades.
Denzel probably been fucking Viola for years under the table.
Hell yeah. There's really no telling what's going on. Oprah probably been sucking Cat Williams. Yeah, I didn't want to say that because it's Oprah. I was trying to be respectful for some reason. I don't
Might
know
as well
why.
finish it.
Why does she have that pedestal in my head?
Oprah?
Yeah, I want to divulge on that.
Because I don't know, the idea of Oprah, like even
Billionaire black woman.
the idea of like Oprah sucking my can't even I can't even find that cool. You know,
Cool or like feasible?
just amusing, like in general, like Oprah sucking my dick.
Nigga, she might suck the soul Sundays out of you.
That shit don't even. It's like, yeah,
It don't do nothing.
I could do a pod. I'd rather do a pod than get my dick sucked by
Like,
Oprah.
you rather go play 21 with Lauren than
Nigga,
get your dick
yeah.
sucked by Oprah? At least one of those is a W.
No, nigga.
This nigga right
An
here,
easy
boy.
one, right, nigga?
This nigga right here, boy. Bro, you talking about him against me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, okay.
'Cause, put it this way, the fact
Yeah.
that he's the only one here that could possibly beat me means I feel like he could probably beat you niggas.
No.
Potentially.
For sure.
At least get a few games.
We saw the 21 game. He had like the lowest point.
No, we did see the 21 game, but I was there.
First of all,
I feel like it's different when I'm there.
I didn't even. First of all, no.
we don't
I
have
was
to- we don't gotta-
sliding everywhere.
we don't gotta get off
I
track.
was
It's okay.
sliding everywhere.
It's all right.
Oh my god!
Do you
when
wanna
I
open
get
this can of
some
worms?
No, we don't have to- we don't have to do this
shoes,
right now.
It's
It's
gonna be
cool.
bad news, nigga. I'm telling you.
All right,
okay.
it
I'm telling
rhymes,
you.
but you know that don't mean it's true.
Well, I wasn't. That's just how the universe came, nigga.
Yeah.
I didn't make it
You one
rhyme.
of the chosen ones.
But nah, I was slipping and sliding that
all right.
day.
It's
I'll
cool.
give you that because you were slipping and sliding,
I
but
was slipping and sliding.
good traction probably would have gave you like 6 more points. Not enough to win the games.
First, you don't understand. My first step wasn't a step; it was a slide. That completely negate. I can't.
Maybe to a novice.
I can't-
I can understand.
you know
that.
what I'm saying?
I can understand that.
Like, how am I supposed to drive? I'm supposed to step sturdy, but my shit sliding. Like, come on, man, y'all niggas, y'all not even feeling for me right now.
I'm not feeling for you because I played under these conditions.
Fuck out of here. And what?
I faced
and what-
the adversity and I triumphed. Marsh Creek has notoriously slipped before us. It don't matter what shoes you wearing. Everybody slips in there. But these games still run. And niggas are still getting these buckets and there are winners and losers at the end of the day.
Well, first of all, Marsh Creek, that's a free place, right?
Yeah, they're all free except for the one that we just went to with
Which is
Lauren and
$30 and it's still slipping.
annually. But that was just shoes because we were fine.
Yeah,
We
that's
had
what
good
that's what
traction.
I'm saying.
We had all right.
Wait, annually?
Yeah, that's once a year.
Okay.
Yeah. But think about canceling that subscription by next June.
I might
nigga.
see if I know. Yeah.
Yeah. I see how often we in there, but
Being
you
a
know,
Garner.
we gonna be in there for the most part. But to
Hopefully.
get back on track with this Will Smith shit, are there any circumstances where you would fake a relationship, especially for a decade? Is that even possible? Like, because I'm trying to. The nigga was my hero growing up, dog. Like, I'm trying to figure out
He not your hero no more?
how can I advocate for this shit. How could this possibly be a positive thing
I don't know, man. Like,
for the kids? He didn't want to pay
Famous-
child support.
famous people dating other famous people makes more famous people. It makes both of them more famous.
Yeah.
So it's like Will and Jada, that should just sound right. You know what I mean? It sounds right.
It's
Will
so
and
right
Jada.
that they can't
Jada
not
and
do
Will.
it.
Like, it's like a match made in heaven.
Even Pinkett Smith, like most times when you hyphenate the name, it doesn't ring as well. But
feel
Jada
me?
Pinkett Smith, that shit goes perfectly, nigga.
LeBron and Savannah. You get what I mean? It's like, it's just supposed to.
And a little bit more rocky, but
Yeah, but it's almost there.
like Tupac and Jada don't fly off the tongue as well. Jada Pinkett Shakur. Hold up. Jada, Pinkett, Shakur. I don't know. That
Jada,
shit do got him.
She wouldn't have kept the Pinkett. She just went Jada.
She wouldn't have kept the Pinkett for him. She would have put the bandana on, nigga.
Yeah. Kept it real simple for that nigga.
Yeah.
But no,
she would never disrespect Pac.
I wouldn't even know how to do it.
How to fake a relationship?
How to fake a relationship.
Because like if you emotionally detached, there's no like bullshitting in public. Like I mean, you could hold the bitch hand. You could kiss for the cameras.
But it's like fake it. The only way, like in Will Smith's case, he just has, what we like to call an imagination. That's his problem. Like, it's different when you're not a straight man.
Is it an imagination or whoa? It's different when you're not a straight man.
It's different. He's nigga.
That's alluding to something.
Alluding to what? Will Smith is gay?
Yeah.
What? That's not an alluding.
Alleged, nigga.
That is alleged.
That's very alleged.
I guess.
Who did he
You're
sleep
alleging
with?
something.
You called him soft.
Yeah, but that's more provable.
Insecure.
That's more provable.
I mean,
you can
look,
find me a man butt that he been in. That's
if we pull up a video of highlights with them together, you're gonna see he's not like, you can tell, like the nigga doesn't.
A man kissed him on the red carpet and he smacked him.
And you want to know
Mad
why?
TV.
You want to know why? Probably because
he was blowing his cover.
Whoa, Terry Crews got grabbed on the like. Whoa, Terry Crews
got fondled
by a white man,
yeah.
Right? And he didn't touch him because he's aware of the position he's in. He's comfortable as a man. Will Smith.
No.
Will Smith.
I'm gonna let you get your point off. Go ahead.
Got pecked on the fucking cheek.
Okay.
He smacked the nigga.
The big difference is the occupation of these Caucasians. One of those was a person who has heavy say-so in Hollywood, to the point where Terry Crews might never be the big black guy in the movie again. Will Smith smacked a photographer who could be replaced tomorrow.
But it's still.
But he smacked a freelancer.
He probably wasn't a freelancer.
Nigga's not even on salary.
That nigga definitely is on salary, nigga.
There's salary photographers.
For all we know, that could have been his man, nigga.
Ooh.
You get what I mean?
And he was trying to do a kamikaze and expose Will Smith's homosexuality publicly.
The story thickens. But that's what
allegedly.
I mean.
But that's just our imagination. Does that make us gay? I think he has a healthy overdose of optimism. And that if he faked it long enough with his girl, that he could somehow reintact the sanctity of their marriage.
I don't know, dog. I think he... How everybody that like knows this nigga...
The second picture to the top left.
It's literally...
That's a little strange.
There's a video I have where somebody just put together a compilation of these niggas together. And you could just tell it's like something is wrong here. Like she's... What they say, like if a woman's chest isn't 90 degrees facing yours, like nigga, she's probably sucking somebody else's,
body language is 70% communication. Nigga.
Yeah, so.
And like, I wonder if she even really has alopecia, or is she just trying to give this nigga a constant reminder of the man that he isn't by looking like Tupac.
Exactly.
Every time he wake up, he roll over and sees Pac.
She's doing that out of spite.
Literally.
Like, love my bald head, nigga.
And admiration of a fallen lover.
Like, bitch, really? Like, come on, man. She's fucked up.
Did you send the compilation to him?
Nah, I couldn't find it. It's whatever. It's talking about Will for a minute. This nigga's stressing me out.
But you see, like the story I was telling earlier about work, when you're meeting certain circumstances, you can either have two different perspectives about it.
Yeah.
It's either going to be a comedic tale of journey or a tale of tragedy, nigga. Will Smith could have a huge rebound off of this.
It's no rebounding from this.
He could have a huge rebound. Jada Pinkett Smith look good right there, and she don't normally look good to me.
She doesn't normally look good to you?
Yeah. See, this is back when he was the coolest nigga on the planet. Look at that fade.
Yeah, he was probably having his way.
Height of the early 2000s. This is probably back when she still loved him.
Back when them flashlights couldn't get in them closets, nigga.
Yeah, nah. He looked like at a certain point he had to beg to get his dick sucked.
And it's Will Smith. He ain't never had to beg for shit.
From Jada Pinkett Smith? Yes.
Yeah, probably from her.
Yes.
Yeah.
It sounds like he had to Like, she the type of bitch you got to gaslight to get things done because she's gaslighting you. You got to fight smoke with smoke.
Shout out to Jada, man.
You see the way he kissed her bald head?
That's what I mean.
That bitch look like Gandhi right there, nigga.
I don't know, man. I honestly, it's so hard to like. What can you say with these niggas? Like, man, Will Smith, just pray for the nigga.
There's a comeback story in the works.
I don't think so.
If he can go from fat to fit, if he can go from he doesn't have the credibility in Hollywood that he did at one point in time to making some pretty successful movies again in the late 2000s, he could rebound from an evil bitch. That's nothing.
Nah.
That's nothing. All
This
he
nigga
has to do is listen to the right music and get the right influences around him.
You sound like that white dude you was riding with.
Incredibly optimistic.
Like just the energy. Like
it's just like everything's gonna be okay.
Let me play some 50 Cent. Like be black for a second. Like nigga, what?
And that'll fix everything.
He got to play some Nelly, nigga. Really?
Yeah.
Like come on, man. I love Will Smith too, but it's like, man, this nigga. He, as far as coming back from this, there is no comeback. Now there is an evolution because
that's what I'm saying.
That's not. There's no comeback.
So wait,
he's not coming back.
So what if we just kept seeing him pop up with like the baddest bitch somewhere random, just doing his thing?
That's gonna be weak because he's too old.
No, I'm saying he's not putting it in the front, but they keep catching him, and eventually he's on.
They keep catching him.
Wait.
Catching him. We know how paparazzi catches everybody, right?
He's rich enough to be a Sasquatch to be elusive.
What I'm asking you is if he pops up later on a random interview later and they ask him about this type of shit, can he say anything to put the perspective on him differently?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
You can't look. It's getting like this. Being abused to this level by your woman.
That's a fact.
Being abused to this level by a woman is almost like the stigma that comes with beating a woman. It's like you can't get that off of you. Once you hit a bitch, you become a woman beater. Like nigga, what everybody say about Joe Budden? He's been beating that girl for 20 years.
And it's the same girl.
I don't mean to say that. That's what people say. But that's what, like...
You smoke a certain amount of drugs, and you hit a certain amount of women is leaving with you.
And that's what I, like... This is a bad stigma that he will never rebound from. But he will evolve from it. He will become... He might turn into Uncle Phil.
Nah. Every red pill influencer that has kids looking up to him and adoring them has this story.
What?
They've been emotionally abused by an evil bitch, and it made them take the red pill to become a nigga with muscles on a yacht with millions and 25-year-old bitches.
This nigga's 50. He's 50 years old.
He's 50 years old.
That's like what we're saying. What we're trying to do for Will Smith is like trying to change a 50-year-old Jim Jones from like being at his house like with his family. Like, bro,
trying to get him to start getting his braids done.
If a nigga is 50 years old in the club, you can't change that nigga's mind.
It's over.
That's where he wants to be.
Shout out my stepdad.
It's a fact.
I mean, it is. Yeah,
that's exactly what's happening.
Jim Jones. They from the same place. Fuck it.
Literally, they're actually at war. He's from Brooklyn. He's from Harlem. Yeah. And we calling him right now. He probably say Jim Jones and them niggas some.
Yeah. Bleep. But
that's what he would say. I had to.
He would be honest.
Yeah, he would have to say that.
Well, his honesty.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying, man. I just don't think there's no coming back from this per se. But I can't wait to see how he evolves from this. Like how he becomes kind of like in a Denzel figure. Like, hey, what's up, young blood? Like he's just
like Lauren before we started recording when he asked you for a lighter.
Yeah.
Hey nephew.
Yeah.
He gets uncbiased. He might have to go and do an interview with Shannon Sharp. Go to Club Shay.
That might work.
That could do something, but don't do it immediately. You got to do it 3 to 5 years from now.
It won't take the stigma all the way away, but it'll lighten the blow.
But y'all see how y'all like, what is this?
It's optimism, nigga.
Okay.
He's not gonna be able to come back. That's true, but it can lighten the blow.
Lighten the blow,
and it's better than making the blow worse. When you want to get hit harder.
How long has he been with Jada? That's how long he would have to fight to reverse the damage that's been done right now.
It's kind of like porn addiction.
It's just like
as the years go by, you just get more and more wrinkles on your brain to engrave that addiction.
Like nigga, if you've if you've been on a bender for 7 years, you got to be sober for another 12 to really be sober. You can't
prove that it's sticking.
To prove that you're
changed.
That you're changed.
Yeah.
You're a changed man.
Because you get all types of gold little coins and shit for 6 months. 8 months in, but those are tokens. Those aren't trophies.
Yeah.
There's a difference, nigga.
Exactly.
There's a difference.
Those are really checkpoints.
I'll give it to you.
Are you gonna keep going or are you gonna go back? What you gonna do
That's
there?
what I mean.
This is the time you get to reflect. You know what I'm saying?
Because some
Anybody
niggas
can fake it for 3 to 5 years. Shit, you fake the marriage for 10.
And you know, some niggas, they get that 6 month, they get that token, and they're like, damn, I've been doing good for 6 months. What's one more hit?
What's one? I've earned it.
Yeah.
Shit, I almost did that last week.
Yeah.
It's like, I ain't smoked no weed in a long ass time. I was like, it wouldn't hurt me to hit somebody up right now, but I'll talk myself out of it. Because I'm not in it for coins and gold doubloons.
Yeah.
I want the championship trophy.
Yeah.
Sobriety.
Boo. Congratulations, nigga.
Yeah, nigga. You ain't been smoking like that either, have you?
Nigga, don't tell me. Don't.
You led a story the other day.
Ask me
shit.
like that.
Never
like
mind.
I haven't been smoking.
But,
yeah, I did leave with a story like
you
that.
seem sharper, but you led with a story about you smoking weed.
I mean, nah, niggas. Look, man, it's probably just gonna stay around.
It's just here.
It's just like
you accepting defeat.
It's not accepting defeat, but it's like look, man, I'm smoking my weed. Like, but you gotta understand, like, what I'm doing, like life, nigga. You see, Lauren's about to life, nigga.
Yeah, that's how high niggas start shit off.
Life.
This is how every junkie rationalizes shit. Nigga.
No.
You got
life
fiend
is hard.
philosophy.
Nigga, I'm
tired of this
got,
episode.
I got work. I gotta hit quotas. You know what I mean?
And
I gotta. You feel me?
You could take the edge off by being better. You can meditate. There's other things you can do. You don't have to resort to drugs.
You meditate?
Not as often as I should, but I meditate enough to talk shit about it. Yes, indeed.
I bet you do.
I swear to God.
You don't have to meditate a lot to talk shit about it.
I have years of meditating under my resume to where I could take a 6 month sabbatical and it wouldn't do nothing to outdo the 12 years I just did.
Oh, okay.
Nigga, that's your point. You just said that 5 minutes ago.
I know, but you that's not even the right kind. Like,
nigga, I'm just flipping it and reversing it for my favor.
Yeah, you flipping and reversing it.
Ring around the ropes.
He played Missy Elliott in there too, nigga.
That would have been real cold, nigga.
Speaking of flipping and reversing, we got I saw this video, man. Shout out to Victoria's Secret. And you see that? I didn't even know like what the title is. It's so broad. Like okay. Look, man. Look.
This is the Cirque du Soleil, nigga.
What we about to watch is Victoria's Secret adaptive line.
Adaptive is very... Hold on, real quick before we watch it, can we get a layman's definition of adaptive?
Adaptive.
Yeah, for sure.
Because it's like, I feel like we got to pick it apart.
Yeah.
Because they chose that word to represent this freak show.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That's
fuck it.
That's
fuck it.
Why would you call women? Why would you call these women that?
Was that mean? I'm sorry.
Why would you call these women
I'm
that?
fucking sorry. Shit. We ain't bleeping it though. It wasn't that bad. But I apologize. It was in the moment. I wasn't thinking.
Okay, what's next?
But what else comes to mind when you watch this?
When they call him Frankenstein?
You were thinking circus shit. That's why you said
adaptive is characterized by or given to adaptation. Well, hold on.
So the clothing line can adapt to conform to what it needs to.
No, they really mean what's under that. Zoom in again. Mutation is ultimately essential.
Just because
mutation, nigga.
Just because they're missing an arm or two doesn't mean they're mutants.
Actually, they're genetic mutations that make that happen.
By scientific definition.
No. First of
They
all,
are X-Men.
that's if they're born like that good white man.
Yeah.
Not if they're.
There are genetic mutations that do that.
But not
the one
all
girl
of these.
that was walking with her shoulders was born like that.
Maybe
no,
not.
she
Maybe
wasn't.
not. Maybe not.
No,
Maybe
she
not.
wasn't.
What, she lost her fucking arms in a fire accident?
What's with that?
What bus do you get hit by that turns you into that?
Yo, what?
People get hit by buses, nigga.
That's true.
But usually they're either in a wheelchair or they take 2 months
Their
for
old grandma.
for the leg to grow back.
Man, everybody's shit is a little different.
That's what I mean.
I don't know. But if I feel like what do you get hit by that turns you into this?
First of all,
Wait, never mind. She has both her arms.
That's what I mean.
Okay.
Like, so,
I thought she was missing legs and arm.
like, this could have happened at Disney World for all we know. This could have happened at the fair.
Busch Gardens.
She don't even have a bush, but let's
And
watch
they can
this
see
video.
They can see this correct?
Yeah, they
And for the people listening,
I'm gonna pull it up when I play it.
for the people listening, we're watching a Victoria's Secret one-way show of a bunch of X-Men, for lack of better words,
A bunch of
in lingerie.
what's a good a bunch of
X-Men, bro, that's deep.
deformities.
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 The scientific definition. But this is a comedic podcast.
We try to be serious, but let's watch it, man. Damn, this bitch got some traps.
Bitch, I said what I said.
Oh, that's good.
She was born like that. She got
was-
that Stephen Hawking shit.
It's music, so I'm muted. I'm
Oh
Okay,
yeah.
yeah.
And wait, you could just she's being pushed. The second girl's being pushed. The first girl was what's it called? Like
She was rowboating her way to the end of that stage.
yeah. Gymnasts be doing it like on the shit.
On the balance, on the bars.
Yeah.
She was waddling
Waddling
with her palms.
with her palms. Yeah,
Okay. Yeah, we got to describe what we're saying.
The second girl was a paraplegic. Am I right?
Yeah,
and you pronounced it very well. Congratulations.
Hey, I know words.
She's a paraplegic. She kind of.
But did you
Okay. Now
Yeah.
this next one,
This is
Cal Williams had a brilliant joke. Hold on. Can we pause it at everyone that comes up?
Yeah, my fault.
Cal Williams had a brilliant joke
Look.
about the Special Olympics runner who had the blades for legs.
Poor Tink Tink.
Poor little Tink Tink. He actually ended up dusting everybody to the point where it was like, is having metal legs an advantage
Yeah,
to
it
having
is.
human legs?
Yeah.
And especially because they were designed, they were bent like kangaroo legs.
Yeah, they're bent. Yeah.
And it's like he gets perfect propulsion.
And
Like,
it's-
it just hits, bing, 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 bing.
It's a light spring and shit too.
And his legs don't get fatigued
Yeah.
because it's metal. He's a half cyborg. So,
And if y'all don't understand, we're looking at fucking RoboCop.
yeah.
Now that's a good leg though, right?
It's a good leg, but why didn't they give her matching prosthetics?
Well, she has more leg on her left side than she does her right.
But they could have at least made them the same color.
They are the same color.
One is black and one is like white silver. Am I wrong?
Well, when you have prosthetics, you have to have a sleeve to like, because it's to not irritate it. So that's a sleeve.
Jesus Christ. She's walking. She's tink-tinking.
But she's cool though. Like, would you?
No.
Okay.
There's no circumstance. Well, I would even
Yo,
have
you remember that
to
girl?
resort to fucking a half mannequin.
You remember that girl who had her shoulder was her fingers?
Yep.
In Wakefield.
Yeah, she had
Tsunami.
The nigga from Scary Movie.
Yes.
The same arm. She
Yeah,
had the same arm.
Well, his was
Please.
longer. His was longer.
Please don't tell me this Tsunami.
This nigga Tsunami. We was talking one
Tsunami
day,
is a close colleague
and
of
he
ours.
was like, man, that bitch got some her head, man. And I was just thinking like, damn, with one hand, like she's that good, and she's like, man, like, the bitch got a mouth on it, nigga, like, you know what I mean?
Bro, she probably has a mouth because she isn't
And
using
then
both her hands.
I think he fucked her, and I was like, bro, you wasn't like looking at that shit. And by the way, she always had her nails done. That was on her shoulders.
Pristine.
Her shit was never fucked up. All right? So she was, for all intents and purposes, a bad bitch. You know, her hair was
No,
always
she
done.
wasn't. No,
Her hair
she
was
wasn't.
always done.
No.
Her nails were always
No.
done. She was a bad bitch.
She was a
But
well-kept woman, but she was by no means a bad bitch.
for all look for what a bad bitch is. Like, she just had all the things that was necessary.
There are bad bitch paraplegics and shit though.
Yeah, but she wasn't one of them.
Okay.
She was just missing
Definitely
an
not.
arm. But he was like, yeah, man.
And sex appeal, and facial features, and an ass.
But he was like, she was
titties at least.
She was like, she was cool. She had like titties. She just didn't have an arm.
I think that when you have a certain apprehension,
But he said it was phenomenal.
her head was probably phenomenal.
Like,
but
just
to
know
make
the
up
whole
for
thing too. Probably like I'm pretty.
pussy and all.
Yeah.
But we also have to talk about the fact that this is Tsunami. I don't know what his barometer
You
is
didn't
or
have
what
to
his.
say it's for.
I mean, okay, can we believe out?
You gotta believe it twice now.
Yeah. Oh shit. Apologies.
Hey, shout out to Tsunami, man.
Shout out to Big Wave.
Yeah, man. But nah, man.
I can't believe he sailed that sea.
Well, I mean, she was cool people.
She was a good person, but it takes more than that. You would fuck a evil bitch before you fuck one of these Victoria's Secret models. And be honest about it.
We haven't got to the end of it. Can we play a little bit more? Because there are some ones that look okay.
Yeah, we can play some more.
She's got a nice strut.
She even walks weird.
But that's because
now this
of her
one,
legs.
she's mini me.
Pause real quick. Now, she's fresh off the set of Little Women Atlanta.
No, they can walk, Tony. This is.
But you got to describe it for the people listening because she is that size. Her proportions are longer though.
She's midget proportions, but she can't walk. She's in whatchamacallit,
electric wheelchair.
Electric wheelchair.
Which makes me think about why they didn't give the first girl in the wheelchair an electric one.
They did, but she was a little too.
She was just too out of it to even control it.
Yeah.
So if she's too out of it to control operating an electric wheelchair, can she consent to wearing a bikini on stage? Like, did they ask for her permission?
Have you noticed? I don't know, but have you also noticed? If the sound was playing, there's no like everybody just keeps clapping. Nobody stops clapping.
You have to,
and like even if you look in the background, you just still people. Because it doesn't stop.
You got to think about the philosophy of the crowd that's watching this, who would pay to come to this. They're on the whole, beauty is bravery wave. So at the point where it's like, if you have these mutations and you still choose to come out here and be sexy, that deserves a round of applause.
Yeah.
It's like being in the Special Olympics. You can finish in 38th place and still get a gold medal.
Now, is Victoria's Secret doing something righteous here, or is this?
Let's get to the. That's a good question. We're gonna get to the end before we
haven't even like. Do they look sexy? This is Victoria's Secret we're talking
It's
about.
not supposed to be. It's supposed to make them feel that way.
This isn't supposed to be sex appeal. This is adaptive appeal, nigga. Think about this.
It's not, but it says intimates.
And overall, are they launching a line of lingerie and athletic gear for people who have these mutations? Is that what they're debuting?
They have lines for they have lines for big women, so yeah, for sure.
Okay.
They have lines for everybody.
Which is sexier?
More.
Obese models or paraplegic ones?
I don't know. I'm gonna say obese only because like that they use that word just to like advertise the fat bitches more, but a lot of them really be chubby.
Just be thick bitches with flat stomachs?
Yeah. Well, yeah, you know.
Yeah.
A little chub.
Yeah.
A little fupa.
They throw in some fupas just for like the sake of living up to the title.
Yeah.
But a lot of them just be like, that's a porn category right there. They're not big enough to get on TLC and get an 800-pound life show about it.
A like 800-pound check, nigga.
See, that's different.
Yeah.
If they put them bitches up there, that's diversity.
Yeah.
That's accepted. But they just putting up cute, thick bitches. Like that one girl from high school that you swore you would fuck that I said looked like Miss Piggy. The mulatto with the green eyes.
Yeah, but she actually looked good, though.
In your opinion.
She looked good. If we had a picture, Lauren would approve, too.
I don't know, no. She looks better than all these bitches, but does that say anything?
Well, you just hate women that can't walk.
No, don't put that out there.
Yeah.
No, don't put that out there. So you're sexually attracted to wheelchairs.
Whoa, what you mean?
Because when you say that, it alludes
it doesn't,
that you feel a different way about the subject.
It doesn't allude to me liking automation. That doesn't correlate.
So why are you shaming me for that if you have the same philosophy?
Because you called them like ghoul.
Don't repeat it. We might bleep it out later.
But I don't know, man. It is interesting. And like, look, man, they don't even look sexy in this shit. Like, just keep it going. Just keep it playing. Like,
no, hold on. This one right here, she threw the hair back. She's owning it. There's diva. There's diva here.
What she's giving? What is she giving, huh?
Diva.
That's what she's giving?
That's what she's giving, nigga.
Okay.
That's what I received.
Okay. you got the receipt, nigga. I believe you. But look, man. Yeah, man.
You see that? You see the attitude, the flair?
Now, this one was confusing.
But she has one leg shorter than the other? That's what I'm assuming.
I think so.
Well, now they're just flying through them. And what's wrong with her? Oh, no arm.
No arm.
She has a nub. Well, did you see the one bitch in the background?
Yeah.
Sliding the butt cheeks across the stage?
Yeah. That bitch always ashy, huh?
Ooh, she has anorexic legs.
Yeah.
Okay.
You want to know what's kind of sad, though?
There's sex appeal to that.
Like, they're trying to be sexy. There's nothing worse than a bitch trying to be sexy.
No, it isn't. Because if a beautiful, thick bitch in perfect lingerie walked on the stage, was scratching her ass and burping,
You'd be
she's
like, what
no
the fuck?
longer sexy.
Yeah.
Sexy, like there is a body language to it.
Yep.
But you can also
It's a
tell.
confidence to it.
I saw a girl smoking a cigarette the other day, and I didn't find her attractive before, but I was like, ugh, you definitely nasty now, bitch.
But there is a level to where a bitch is trying to be sexy.
Yeah.
She's trying to be that. You get what I'm saying?
I can imagine that this is their first one-way show.
Probably not.
So you think that there's like just circuses all over the place?
No, I think that these people do this. For the most part.
These
You're right.
people do this?
You're right.
Yeah,
They're
the
like,
people on the stage. Like, I feel like they're just models for what they have.
they're
Call
like,
them models, nigga.
Yeah, I mean, that's
They're
what
not
it's called.
these people.
Yeah.
We the word of model is, oh, I thought you were saying I'm calling them. Yeah, I'm calling them models, yeah.
Oh, okay.
They're
sound like you was
models, that's the
alienating
term.
them at first.
No.
But you're saying that they're like the Denzels of the area that they come from. There's more like them, but they made it to this stage to where they're the pinnacle of it.
Yeah, that's all. They you know, they're models. She's a model for people with no legs. The other girl's a model for whatever. You know what I'm saying?
But do
They're all
people
models.
with no legs need
So they do this, is what I'm
representation?
saying. Yeah, a little bit.
Do
See, that's the-
paraplegic people need representation?
That's
Yeah,
the
bro.
thing about acceptance is that, like, where do you draw the line? How many people don't have legs?
Enough.
What if my balls
You
were like,
go ahead.
what?
I was gonna say, on a day to day, if you're going around on a day to day, you look. Hold on. On a day to day, if you actually,
I'm glad you deterred that. That could have went anywhere.
I was about to make a
yeah.
fabulous point. But okay, whatever.
all right, I was gonna say on a day to day, just going around in the
Yeah.
world, at least once a week, you see a person with a defect.
No.
Yes, bro. At
Lord,
least.
you're fucking-
If
you're lying.
If you're just
Lord,
going to
that's
if you're going to the grocery
You're lying.
store, you're going to Target, you're going all over. If you're moving
Where are you-
around,
where-
if you're moving around on a
maybe-
day to day, at least once a week.
Where
Maybe
you-
every 9
Bare-
days, but every 7?
Every 9,
7 days,
but
bro.
even every 9, like, where are y'all seeing these people?
Where do you shop?
Nigga, first, where I shop,
It's very important.
nigga,
Nigga, Walmart, Food
Target,
Lion,
regular
nigga, Target, all of them, bro.
Walmart is the marketplace for all demographics and characterizations. You're gonna see 7
That's what I'm
foot
saying, bro.
old
You gonna
niggas.
see everything, bro.
You're gonna see 3 foot midgets.
No, bruh.
And everything
If
in
you-
between.
Yeah.
if you go to Walmart Monday starting and you start like, you know,
A grocery list.
well, start, you know, writing down what you're seeing.
Mm-hmm.
You're not gonna see a special needs person or a fucking what we're talking about, a paraplegic person until maybe like the next month.
I
nigga.
just saw a nigga like that yesterday, bro.
what was his power?
He had a short arm, like you was talking about earlier. He was in Food Line, nigga, shopping with his lady.
Put it this
Shopping.
way. The truth is there's more of them that you say and less of them than what you say. But overall, I forgot my point.
Nigga,
Yeah,
that's
they-
what I'm saying.
you
Nigga.
actually- they need
Starting that shit
representation.
like Malcolm X. Fuck out of here.
Hey, I'm Lord Larinax. I'm a great orator.
But look at
Stop
it this
saying
look
that.
at it this way though. A lot of these motherfuckers, okay, I think they go one of two ways. They're either like very sad, depressed, boom, 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 or they overcome it, become cool as fuck.
Life is either a
Overcome
tragedy or a comedy. That's the theme in this episode.
Yeah, it's one of those. Cause think about it. Like your stripper homegirls, they probably cool as fuck because they bear themselves to the world as they are.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? These people have to do the same thing on a day to day. They can't hide that shit.
But
you can't hide your little defects and shit. So
the
you gotta, it
difference-
changes you a little
The
bit.
difference is the strippers have something to show,
Okay.
and these people have something that I'm not saying that they should hide it, but a lot of people do feel like they have to
There's still
hide
a-
abnormalities.
There's still a crazy stigma on being a stripper though.
Where?
Just in the world. Like if you go about on a day to day, especially if you're not making no money. Come on, if you're not like the top.
I don't know. I think quality control, I feel like that used to be true, but quality control overall at society today is very low.
People are accepting of strippers.
Nigga,
They don't respect them.
Stripping is
Unfortunately,
nothing now.
it's. I mean, I've never thought anything of it, but they don't.
Stripping is an art. Being disabled isn't
That
an
was
art
a
though.
great throw considering the circumstances. Let's see if I can do it again. That was all right. He almost had it.
Great throw, nigga.
Bro,
it made it to him.
It was so good that he looked at me and was like,
Yeah,
yeah,
that was good.
That was no, bro. Like the arc, it went perfectly over that wide. It's hanging loosely from the wall, and it landed in his palms.
Try one more time.
That's a slick way to get a third one, but you've been reading some simple psychology, huh? You played to
Nigga
my
been selling
ego.
shit. Nigga been selling shit.
Hold on, let me line
Daniel
it up.
Carnegie, How to Win Friends and Influence People.
That was better
good.
than the third one.
Yeah, it was. That was
better than the third one. It's not a fluke.
Okay.
But
I'm glad people with disabilities can get paid.
I'm glad this is happening, but the greater question overall is that should we be trying to widen the standard of beauty? Because if everything is beautiful, doesn't that mean nothing is beautiful? Not to say that these women in particular are ugly and non-attractive, even though I wouldn't have sex with any of them.
But that's the thing about beauty, is that it is kind of wide. Like
it's subjective.
It's very open.
You see, the quote is that it's in
it.
the eye of the beholder.
I knew he was gonna say it.
Because that's the corny quote. I was going to lead by it saying it's corny.
Yeah.
But it is true. Because there's a tubby bitch that I would never touch that you find attractive. We went to school with her.
And it's like,
I said she looked like Miss Piggy. You said she looked like Miss America, nigga.
Miss America. You just hate that bitches that aren't Hispanics.
She might as well be Hispanic.
No, nigga.
And you don't look at her
she
and know
was
that she's
mulatto.
but you don't look at her and know that. We know that because we went to school with her. She's a light-skinned bitch for all intents and purposes.
A mulatto. But should we get into why LOI? We have questions.
Yeah, real quick. Why not?
They've been asking us
No,
questions.
we have question.
Yeah. Well, you know.
Which is a start. If you want to start a fire, you have to have a spark. So shout out to this young brother. Should we be shouting out the people who say them?
Yeah.
It depends on what they say.
Yeah,
And if y'all want more sparks, start asking us questions. Why LOI in the comments, in our DM, LOI the show, at why LOI. Any question. Doesn't matter.
And yeah, you should shout every one of them out.
Hashtag #WildOrWhy. Put it in the comments, follow us on Instagram, DM us if you have something very personal you want us to touch on and you don't want your name attached to it.
Exactly.
Anonymous.
You will be anonymous, yeah.
But the one and only why LOI we've gotten was received by 𝙿𝙾𝚂𝚃47. Which shout out to you, because I know you watch this shit habitually. Like he's one of the what did we used to call it?
Repeated.
What did we used to call it? We had the lovely ladies of LOI and we had the Legion of Leisure.
Yeah, Legion.
Which is a slick way of calling somebody a pimp.
Yeah.
So shout out to you, pimping, for continually supporting two young ignorant niggas.
For sure.
But hashtag #WildOrWhy. Which NBA player has the most annoying fan base? I feel every time a player wins a ring, their fan base grows more and more insane. Now, I was racking my brain. Lauren, answer this too, because you got good perspective on sports. But
it's hard to say, really, who has the most annoying fan base.
it's got to be Michael Jordan fans, bro.
That they're up there.
They're up there because they treat him like he had no flaws, which is the worst part about it. And like anytime an old head holds something coveted, there's no arguing that shit. We had an interview with, shout out to these good brothers, Have You Taste Your Check.
Yeah.
Good podcast out of the Raleigh area. We did an interview where we proceeded to have a comedic debate on who was the GOAT between Patrice O'Neal and Richard Pryor.
Yeah.
Now, any nigga whose favorite person was born in the 1970s, 60s, or 80s, you can't argue with them.
Yeah.
Never can, bro.
There's no arguing with them. They think that if it happened before, it can't happen again.
It's the best. Yeah. Niggas are very stubborn. But Larry Bird strikes.
There's no Larry Bird fans.
There are.
Larry
There are,
Bird,
but they're not very vocal, so they're
Right,
not very annoying.
but when they are, nigga.
See, the thing is, it doesn't happen often enough that when you do hear somebody defending Larry Bird, you gotta listen, because there's credence to this nigga. Larry Bird, one of the first 6'9" forwards that was skilled, could shoot, could pass, play defense. If he didn't fuck his back up, it might have been a different conversation about him and Magic. But he just got hurt, and he was playing through it.
Man, that nigga.
And the back injuries, that's like an Achilles. Like, nigga, your back go, your lower extremities go, is kind of over. Like, you never gonna be the same.
And you said there was no fans, nigga. You are obviously the fan, nigga.
Well, I'm defending it now.
You sleeper agent.
I'm defending them because they're not very vocal. So I have to use my golden chords to amplify, the point.
Okay.
Yeah.
LeBron James.
Yeah.
It's between LeBron James
got
fans
some of the worst fans.
Nigga, is
and
that
Michael Jordan
is
fans.
that Wilt
LeBron got some
Chamberlain
of the worst
picture?
fans.
Real?
Yeah, it is.
At the bottom?
Is that a real Will Chamberlain picture?
Yeah.
What's wrong with that?
Nigga look tired.
That's what happens when you fuck 3,000 bitches a day or whatever it takes to average 20,000 in a lifetime.
11 NBA championship.
Nigga, his soul is in the womb of a lot of different white women.
You want to know what's crazy? If this was, like, if he was nutting in him, he would have probably had, like, a better genetic, like, population than, like, Genghis Khan or whatever.
I think
You
he
know what I
was
mean?
nutting in him, and I think that he
I don't
was
think
like,
he was nutting in him.
I think he was the second coming of Pata Seca. You heard about that nigga?
That same nigga you was talking about?
He was a slave that they used as a breeder.
Yeah,
he was
Oh,
about
yeah.
2.18 meters tall, apparently intelligent, and his work day was fucking bitches. His slave master would rent him out to other bitches. I mean,
Yeah.
to other masters to get strong, healthy slaves. But the nigga was 7'1". Like back then, that was probably like, yo, this nigga's a giant.
Yeah.
That's a giant today.
That's a
So,
giant today.
Back then,
Yo, this nigga had it good.
he was a
Well, I don't know. Like, being
Maybe.
forced
maybe,
to
but
fuck is like, it kind of takes the fun out of it.
it takes the fun out of it. And think about it. You don't have a choice. You might have to fuck some of these Cirque du Soleil bitches. You might have to fuck some of these fat models.
Yeah.
And you got to get hard for them.
Yeah. He probably knew a way to breathe and make his dick hard or something.
Him getting whipped involved him not getting hard. Like if he had a little ED for the day, he's getting lashes.
And it's kind of crazy because him being whipped makes him it makes him a bad fuck. Like, how can you like focus on nutting when your fucking back is hurting from like previous lashings? You
It
get
could,
what
but
I
I feel like you can nut through in most circumstances.
mean? Nah.
I thought of a joke the other day, and I know I can't say it on the podcast. I know I can't say it on the podcast. I'm not even gonna flirt like I'm about to do it. But I feel like this is some shit that you get on stage and say and like just see how it goes. Matter of fact, I'm gonna mute my mic real quick just so y'all niggas get it. Essentially the concept.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? Like
There's a premise there.
There's something there. I
There's a
still
premise
haven't
there.
worked it out yet.
Yeah.
But like that's not safe enough to say on here.
Nah, not yet.
Yeah. I mean,
But there's something there.
There's something there.
yeah, it's something there.
Mention I have no way to prove this because I have no idea how this nigga's fans are at all. But I have a feeling that Dylan Brooks fans will be annoying.
He has fans.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know. I
that's
assume
true.
that they would be annoying.
That's true.
That's what
Dylan
I'm
Brooks
saying.
fans would be annoying as shit.
Who is the gayest fans? Jalen
Probably-
Green?
I'm about to say Dwight Howard.
Who else?
Jalen Green.
Yeah.
I would just say Jalen Green.
You don't remember the video, the tapes, the leaked footage,
Yeah.
and the painted nails.
Oh.
If you a Ben Simmons fan, you kind of like a fan
what
of
I
Will
want to.
Smith.
Yeah.
You like me
there's a
trying to
little-
defend Will Smith.
Not
a little
anymore,
correlation
though.
there.
Not anymore, though.
It's the preseason. We
the
can't say
nigga
that.
hit one fade
It's
away.
the preseason, bro. We can't
No.
say that.
No.
we can't say it yet.
No.
I gave him a whole season last season, and I was on his side. He fucked up. He got to show me something different.
I wanted him to be good so bad, especially because him, KD, and Kyrie, if they had a little bit more defense around them,
It's a match made in heaven.
it would have worked.
Yeah, he got his chip.
It
would've
should have
worked.
worked. That shit had to have. It should have worked.
Even with Harden there, you think Harden there would have did something too? KD, Harden, Ben Simmons,
Nah.
Kyrie Irving.
I don't think it would have fucked anything up. They just had one person would just have to be okay with rotating a lot.
But there's no defense being played.
And if Ben would have rotated through the different, you know what I'm saying, rotations, he'd have been fine.
If Ben Simmons would have played like an all-star.
If he would have been up to par, then
Yeah.
yeah. Kyrie Irving doesn't get enough credit for how good a defense he plays.
He's good. He's a good player.
Nobody like looked at him like a defensive player, but like you don't normally see point guards like getting blocks and even going for them. Like Kyrie Irving will fuck around and like just come out of nowhere and smack your shit out the head. It can happen. I know that's not like the hallmark of being a great defender, but people act like he's purely scoring and that he doesn't even try on defense.
Oh yeah, nah. It's just he's just such a better scorer than he is a defender.
Yeah, he's just
It's like that
immaculate.
margin is so wide.
But you know, I would say LeBron James and Michael Jordan have the most annoying fans. That's why this debate is never going to end. Have we had that conversation here?
Nah, I don't think so. Maybe a little bit, but
Who you got?
Jordan.
Could be LeBron.
Who you got? Because you see, the thing is, like, early on, it was Jordan. If you ask me, it was Jordan.
Yeah.
But then something happened to where I was like, niggas hate LeBron James so much that now is disrespectful to, like, they don't even credit him as being, like, the number 2.
Yeah.
Being the number 2 greatest basketball player of all time says something.
No,
But-
he's up there. I think he's number 2 for sure.
But Michael Jordan fans are so annoying that being the number 2 greatest basketball player of all time seems like an insult. That's how annoying them niggas are.
Because they've been fighting for that number 1 spot for years.
Yeah.
They've had the throne for years.
Who would lead whose team against each other to win? Like, I think Jordan's team would beat LeBron's team. That's how I gauge it.
Depends who's on the team.
No,
LeBron.
I think if we give them the same type of supporting cast, and we just put
Same
them,
level of talent.
Yeah, I think Jordan's team is gonna win.
You see,
I'm taking Bron.
Bron is gonna do a lot to distribute and do everything he needs to. Mike is gonna make sure we win.
Why does everybody think like
That's what it
just
is.
because LeBron has done that, like, doesn't mean he won't just put the team on his fucking back?
I mean, he
doesn't-
can do that, but that's not. It's not just about putting your team on the back. It's about knowing when to, and it's about like
Putting people in positions.
yeah. But,
which
but
he's
Jordan
a
can, Jordan can
professional.
do. He can pass too, nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying?
not as great.
Not as great. He
See, the
doesn't
thing
choose
is,
to, but
LeBron James will put his team on the back by averaging 30, 11, and 12
he's just like triple
for
double.
a series.
Yeah.
Michael Jordan is going to put his team on the back by when the team needs me at
Yes.
the very last moment.
I'm gonna go crazy and get.
I'm going to hit the shot.
Yeah.
It's simply gonna happen. LeBron James doesn't have like a real moment like that. Like he's hit buzzer beaters and game winners before, but they didn't fucking matter. Like it
Exactly.
was like regular season shit.
Exactly.
Or it wasn't like game 6 of the fucking playoffs, nigga. NBA championship on the line. King James in the corner for 3.
right.
He's
Post-fade.
definitely hit game winners for like conferences and shit.
But it wasn't that chip, nigga. The chip is the highest.
So what?
And Jordan
He-
is
he-
6 for 6, bro. It's the sheer.
It's
amount
hard to
of,
argue with it.
It's hard. You can't really argue the 6 for 6, and it's like people talk about his LeBron scoring. It's like longevity. If Jordan plays as long, like all those things, this is like it's a lot of factors, bro.
A lot of the accolades LeBron James has on Michael Jordan is simply because he played
time,
longer.
bro. It's just
Michael
time.
Jordan was so nasty that he was gambling and winning championships. He was playing baseball, came back,
Won
winning
championships.
championships.
It's
like,
insane, bro.
Like when you look at it, it's incredible. His first couple of seasons, the Bulls weren't even good, but he was just nasty to the point where like niggas in the NBA was like, "Yo, this
kid,
nigga,
Yeah,
like
this kid, nigga."
And, but
He-
to
He was
defend
not.
LeBron,
He was nasty, but who was he playing?
No, a lot of top tier niggas.
A lot of
They had
He
some people
played-
they had to go through.
a
He
lot of
played
top
the
tier
greatest-
niggas.
He played the greatest
Come on,
people
nigga.
that were available.
Which
But the
is
NBA
fair.
today is a lot more skillful and a lot more athletic.
Come on, man.
It
It
just
is,
simply
it is, but
Come on, man.
but the style of play it changes too. Like the style of play back then fit the roster they had. You know what I'm saying? The style of play back then, them big dudes that weren't able to pop threes was doing what they had to in the paint. You know what I'm saying? Like it was-
Obviously not.
doing what they go ahead.
I'm just saying in general, the style of play mimicked, like, you know what I'm saying? The style of play today, you say everybody's nicer because everybody can shoot, everybody got handles, everybody got that, but like the style of play was different altogether. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
it was more Stone Age.
Yeah,
It
but
was weaker.
it wasn't weak. You take today's players, put them in that time, they don't do well. You take the
No.
players back then, you put them this time, they don't do that well. They may. But the traditional game of basketball, playing it traditionally with a point guard who's distributing, the teamwork aspect of it, they just gonna be like the Spurs. All them niggas gonna play like the Spurs and win.
No, put it this way. When Grant Hill and niggas like Tim Hardaway and even Allen Iverson came into the league, and all they did was cross over from right to left, they was
Yeah.
like, oh shit, what we gonna do with this?
Literally, bro, nigga.
Literally, that happened.
Bro,
McGrady
McGrady-
actually
you talking about
happened.
McGrady
Niggas
and them
like,
niggas
yo,
and shit
Tim
like that.
Hardaway's crossovers, like, yo.
Bro, the fact that you went from here to here,
Yeah.
that
There's a
shit
video.
would fuck niggas up.
There's
Jordan
a
was
video.
doing that too, though.
There's a video.
No, his handles weren't like that. Put
Bro,
Kyrie
no.
Irving in the
Oh, ah.
90s.
Jordan's handles was nice.
It wasn't like that, but
Jordan's-
they were
but it's
okay.
there.
They were
Jordan's
nice.
handles were good enough to get to his spots, but Jordan wasn't going to shift you like a Tim Hardaway or even a Grant Hill.
Yeah.
We can pull up some film too. I forgot we could do that.
All right, yeah, give me 1 second.
Put Kyrie Irving and 90s defense.
Oh my God.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's true.
God
But
bless them
that's
niggas.
true.
Bro,
That's true.
all them niggas was doing was going from right to left, and they
That's
was
what
fucking
I'm-
niggas up like that. Imagine right, left,
I
back,
hear
left.
you. I hear you. If you talking about 80s, 90s is when the shit started kicking up. You know what I'm saying? 90s it started kicking up, bro.
but it
Niggas
wasn't
was doing
even-
a lot of that shit in the 90s and 2000s. Niggas was hooping.
This might be a hot take, but 90s when it got a little lazy.
I don't know about that.
Especially defensively. There was a point in time where if
Today
I
is
couldn't...
where today is lazy defensively.
There's a case for that, but put it this
There's a
way.
very big case for
But
that.
put it this way. If I couldn't guard you in the 90s and I would just let you get past me and then grab you by your fucking throat and put you on the ground.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't get ejected. That's just 2 free throws.
Boom, and that's the game. What can you do about it? Play the game that you're handed, nigga.
Bro, it's like you're an infant. Like you can't, like you're not skilled enough to really defend the nigga without breaking his fucking back.
Bro, I think you forgot how these 90s highlights look. These niggas was nice back in the 90s.
These are highlights.
They're
Don't tell
not-
the full
I'm just saying
story.
in general.
They're nice.
But you talk about bringing up Grant Hill. And
Put it this way. Put it this way. Name a shooter from the 90s that's better than the greatest shooter in the 2000s or our era.
You can't do that, bro.
Name a ball
Sports
handler.
overall gets better. I understand that.
That's
through
all-
the years. That's what you're trying to say.
That's all we
overall
argue.
things get better. There's more players who can do more things. You know what I'm saying? Like more players adapt to different styles because they have to. You know what I'm saying? I want to be better than this nigga. I'm gonna work and do this. He don't got a jump shot. I'm gonna get a jump shot. You know what I'm saying? So it gets better overall.
The standing in the 90s was so piss
But the
poor.
thing that changes it for me is just the style of play. That's what changes it to me. It's like there's a lot more bigs back then. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That changes things for niggas today. Like,
But-
believe it or not, if tall ball today can win against small ball. It can.
Golden State
it can.
Warriors say differently.
But
Yeah,
they lost.
they
And they
lost.
played small
It
ball.
can
And they
win.
lost like the last 2 times
can.
playing
They
small
lost
ball.
The last 2 times, but how many championships did they win playing small ball?
I'm saying it's something you gotta take up, but that's not gonna look. It's about to be tall. Everybody about to be tall now.
You're proving the point. I just realized you're proving the point.
All right, run it back.
Because the fact that back in like the 80s and 90s, right? Big men were usually drafted the highest because basketball philosophy at the time was that you
Get into
can't
the paint.
win without a big man.
Yeah.
Because
The high percentage shot.
you're banking on his bigness. Like
Yeah.
you don't have to be skilled if you bigger than everybody.
Yeah.
So the fact that like in this era we have a bunch of niggas running around dribbling and shooting and shit, it's like it's just simply better.
Yeah.
Like,
It is better.
Back
I
in the
agree.
day, you could get away with being big.
I
You
agree.
can't do that anymore. You got niggas like Victor Wembanyama, 7'4". He still has to
But
be able to
that's why
dribble
I'm
and
talking
shit.
about the 90s because niggas was still hooping in the 90s. Like what year did KG get drafted?
97 or something.
Google
98.
it, but his career really was like in the early 2000s, but he
Yeah.
probably got drafted. Because like Kobe got drafted in the 90s, like 97, 98, I
yeah,
believe.
97, 98.
So that's what I'm trying to tell you. He was drafted in 95.
95, yeah.
So you don't think he was hooping as a big man, pretty big man? He wasn't huge, but he weighed 6'9",
I think he was like
6'11",
6'11". Yeah,
Okay,
6'11".
so yeah, you exact big man right there. He's hooping.
He's hooping.
He's hooping, bro.
He's hooping. But
They were doing that in the 90s. That's what I'm trying to say.
compare him
A lot of niggas was doing that in the 90s.
Compare him to like
Especially mid-90s.
Joel Embiid, who's bigger and more skilled.
Anthony Davis or something.
But KG still can give a nigga a run. He can still do some things.
He can still do some things.
He can still
Put
do
it
some
this
things,
way,
bro.
if you were great in the 90s, I'm not saying that you wouldn't be at least good in today's NBA.
Okay.
But if you are
Today's
good,
NBA is overall better.
if you're good in
Yeah.
today's NBA,
Today's NBA is overall better.
you
I
got
give
more
that.
potential for greatness in
Today's,
that NBA.
put it this way for me as well. The mentality changes a little bit, it feels. Today's NBA is overall better. Yesterday's NBA was more, they were more hungry. All of them niggas was more for that shit. They were more hungry. The mentality
That's
It's a
you
give-
can make that.
It's a,
but
it's a give and a take. It's a give and a take.
And it's an important one too.
It's important, but it might not. It might mean something. Put it this
Hungrier.
way: today is
Yes,
more
bro.
skilled, but also more soft.
Yes.
But it might be more soft because it is more skilled.
True,
Like
true.
back in the day, it was less skilled but rougher. But that's because these niggas didn't have skills.
Yeah.
But they were all.
So what are we really saying?
I'm saying that they're hungry in the sense that these niggas is playing every game like it's a playoff game.
That is true. That
Every
is
game
true.
is a playoff game. We here to win, nigga. I don't care.
Contracts.
I don't care who you got on that. They saw Michael Jordan. Yeah, they were scared of him, but they played that nigga like they played against him like they didn't give a fuck that he was Michael
Yeah,
Jordan.
they just started punching him.
Literally because they couldn't do nothing with it.
That's what I
That's
mean.
true.
They
just
couldn't do
started-
nothing
They
with
just
it.
started punching the nigga.
They were afraid, bro. But all them niggas like when they look like they play like
They play with their heart.
They play,
for sure.
yeah, they play with heart, bro. They play with a lot more heart, bro.
There's a certain golden era aspect to that style of ball. Don't get me wrong, I love 90s basketball.
It's definitely good.
It's like, you know, we did what it had to do. But an interesting conversation I was thinking of the other day that like nobody ever really talks about because we so used to debating them against each other. But what would have happened if you replaced Scottie Pippen with LeBron James? Because when you think about it, Scottie Pippen was like a prototype LeBron James, being a 6'8" point forward who was athletic, could pass the ball around, and play defense. He just wasn't as good as LeBron James. And Michael Jordan still got 6 with him. So imagine Mike and Bron together.
Oh, that'd be crazy.
That would be ridiculous.
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
Yeah, they would just win.
Yeah, that's
win.
adding KD to the Warriors.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it is. It's like,
but it actually, yeah.
That's exactly what it is. KD was Jordan, and you know, fucking the other niggas is whatever.
Yeah, the Steve Kerr and the niggas.
Yeah. And another fan base, which includes me, that's kind of annoying is KD fans. I'm not gonna hold it. Cause it's like there's so much like it's so much bullshit. Like he's 7 feet tall. Like the nigga's 6'10". Let's be honest. He's 6'10" with a 7'5" wingspan, and he plays small forward. So he has the presence of a nigga that's 7 feet tall, but he's not actually 7 feet tall. If you Google how tall he is right now, I was gonna say 6'10".
Yeah.
When he was drafted, he was measured at 6'9.5" in shoes.
Okay.
So when you put the shoes on, 6'10", and you on the wing with a 7'5" wingspan, that's what's ridiculous about him. That's what makes his shot so unguardable. Because his arms are so long, he gets up so high, he feels 7 feet tall.
But the nigga is 7. Like nigga might as well be 7 foot.
Nah, bro. Because 7 feet, if he got that 2 to 3 more inches that he needs to be 7 feet, he's slower, which completely changes everything.
Yeah, it does. But
completely changes
that nigga
everything.
Wemby make it look good.
He's
That's what I mean.
a fucking one of one. That's what I'm saying. He's generational, nigga. If he's good, it's good for the sport of basketball.
Who, Wemby?
Yeah.
The nigga's
seen
good.
his games?
The nigga's good.
The niggas, like, bro, they let him play into the third quarter in all these preseason games because, you know, injury risk and all that shit. He's still going to give you like 23, 5, and 5.
Very easy.
Very easy.
Very
Nigga, I
easy.
was watching one game. I was like, I'm just waiting for this nigga to do something. Show me #1 overall draft pick. Nigga hit 3 in a row, bop, 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 little post fade, bow, smack that nigga shit without leaving his feet.
Yeah.
I'm like, nigga, if this shit goes right, Frankenstein. Evil genius, nigga.
No.
Somebody constructed this nigga in the lab. You can't make him on 2K. I've tried. You can get close, but you're not even making him on 2K. It's not gonna happen.
It's hard to make KD.
It's literally like I made a play on my career the other day. He has shades of KD,
but it wasn't
shades of KD, nigga. It's not KD.
Speak on your 2K journey because you had that game for like 3 months, but you haven't really settled down on the character. Why is that?
You know, I'm an adult now. I have a wife. I have a job.
But we not
2 careers actually.
You're procrastinating.
No, I'm not. Saying that I'm procrastinating playing the game is kind of ridiculous. That's like
no, you're procrastinating on hitting fucking save and next on your character.
I'm procrastinating on fully committing to making a character because shout out to all you niggas who don't play 2K. We're gonna break it down here for you right now. 2K is like investing in stocks. It's like getting a Roth IRA, nigga. It's like you buy the game about $50-something, and then you proceed to spend another $200 to $300, depending on how many characters you make, just to get them niggas nice, just to get them niggas with adequate fashion.
And you're not even talking about you said fashion. Yeah, the chains, the watches, the beanies, nigga. the graphic tees, nigga,
the tattoos. It's a lot that goes into it. And like 2K requires you to play it to be good at it. Yeah. Because like you need your badges. For those who don't know, those are what actually allow your attributes to kick in.
To actually work. Like, because if you just have the attributes, you're nothing.
You're nothing.
You're nothing.
You have a 93-point overall rating, right? If you don't have Deadeye, if you don't have certain badges,
if you don't have,
it's almost like you shooting like Michael Jordan from 3.
Even a bronze catch and shoot can do wonders for you. You know what I mean?
Literally.
Like
and
you
that's
have
bronze.
to have something.
You can't drive without bully.
You can't drive without bully, as Lauren said.
Bully is a good badge to have, but
it depends on what year. But I feel like in the later years, bully is becoming more important because like strength when you drive into the basket actually matters now, especially if you're not a big. Like, if you were big, it always mattered.
Yeah.
But if you were forward and you trying to get to that basket, it's so much easier when you got that 82, 83 strength, nigga.
Why are you talking like
Niggas
it's your
rolling off,
character? You haven't made a character.
I made 1,000 characters. I just haven't committed to investing in them. I'm about to put $200 in the nigga.
Why are you
understand
procrastinating
that?
on it?
Don't have to say it again. I'm about to put $200 into a nigga. So,
But you don't trust your process of emulation, your process of
put it this way.
Like,
go ahead. Put it this way. I trust that I have 3 to 4 niggas that I know are gonna be nasty. My problem is, who do I want to play with first? You get what I'm saying? Because like we said before, this is a grind, nigga. Like, if I make a point, get 6-7 point guard, like I'm gonna do eventually, like, that might be cool for the first 2 weeks. And then I'm like, nigga, I kind of want to just fuck niggas up getting buckets. And then I might make me a forward that's a scorer, like a 2-way scorer. And then it's like, yo, I kind of want a big. Then when you want a big, nigga, there's power forward and there's center. Then there's different ways of playing that shit. You can get you a Wemby nigga, Embiid ass nigga, a Shaq ass nigga. You see how many decisions have to be made, ladies and gentlemen? Shit is ridiculous.
But it's still like you got to pull the plug on it eventually.
I still got to pull the plug. I usually just make an exaggerated version of what I am in real life.
That's what you've always done?
Most of the time, that's what I settle on. Just an exaggerated version. Like a wing, I say 2-way wing, because back when I was really playing, I would play defense more. But now I slack on defense a little bit. In my later stages. I just become more of a pure scorer.
Hell nah,
but as AJ was telling earlier, I was locking that shit up when I had to. When I choose to.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? But it takes a lot more efforts.
Yeah.
You know, playing 2 sides of the ball, especially being immaculate at both.
Yeah.
Which makes Jordan pretty fucking phenomenal.
Yeah.
Why he's number 1, my opinion. That's where I'm at right now, though. Ask me a year from now, LeBron might get another chip and it's fucking over. Fuck Jordan.
Nah, man, LeBron the
Fuck
GOAT,
the
man.
shoes. Retire the number, but put it under James.
And even if we add in the shoes, like, he's completely destroyed his empire of like the Jordan brand. Like, nigga, Jordan shoes aren't like Jordans no more. Like, who the fuck care about Jordans, nigga?
A lot of niggas still care about Jordans, bro. Are you serious?
A lot, but
Bro,
not.
Are you kidding me?
Go on GOAT right now. I guarantee you, there's
Jordans are everywhere. Are you serious?
There's some re-release. There's some new colorway of some Jordan 12. Like, it's happening.
Bro, nobody has had like a longer hold on the shoe game outside of like the high fashion brands.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same type of shit. Jordan might as well be a high fashion brand.
Honestly, it's probably between Jordan and Shaq for the longest run being successful in shoes.
But they're not innovating. They're just re-releasing the breads.
That's a different question.
Blue Royals, the cements fours.
And look how and that's
but like that it's no
and that's
innovation.
more impressive. That's more impressive.
It's not impressive.
That speaks to the name Jordan. That's
It
more
does.
impressive, bro.
It shows
you
shows
giving me the same
laziness.
shoe in different colorways and everybody still wants them.
Mm-hmm.
Do that with any other shoe. See what the fuck happens.
The stock.
Dude, like
Yeezy was the only one who was getting there. And he just started.
KDs were amazing, but I don't
Probably
see them driving
even
new
more.
KD6s.
What?
It's not happening. I don't see no colorways of KD6s coming up. Granted, he's still active, so you got to give that time.
True.
Even Bron, you got to give him that grace period.
Well,
You feel
Braun
me?
fucked up because his shoes weren't that good.
They just weren't. They never were.
They never were.
There were some.
what?
No, hold on. Okay, I'll take that back. Not never were, but even when they were good, it was always like, these ones is good, then the next one's then the next ones come out, these are good. Jordan had about 12 in a row that like unanimously people accept. Like, you might have like 7 favorite out of those. Like, you might not like the 2s or
Right.
the 4s.
Right.
But like unanimously, them 12s are coveted.
Nigga, I used to wear 7s in high school.
1 through 12, not just the 12s. 1 through 12s.
I used to wear 9s in high school too, actually.
I thought you meant a size 7. I'm about to say
No,
good
no,
guy.
no. I'm saying like the 9s, like Jordan 9s.
Mm-hmm.
I wore those in high school.
Those
I
are
thought
the
that was
fucking.
fine. At the time, I don't like them no more.
Them's the shit with the little brackets on the shoelaces.
These shits right here.
Yep, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm lying. It wasn't the 9s. I think it was the 7s.
I fucked with the 9s, but I mean, not really.
Those
Yeah,
right there.
yeah,
Sevens
Those
was
right
cool.
there.
Yeah.
See, shout out Bryson.
sevens.
Shout out Bryson, because at a certain point, when you a Bigfoot nigga, you gotta have a plug. Especially if you ain't trying to buy all these shoes for like full price. And he was a shoe head nigga. He was on the Facebook marketplaces and shit. So I used to get just mad 13s and 14s from this nigga.
I used to get them
He got me
13s too.
he got me these Bordeaux. He got me a couple hooping shoes. It was mega. Shout out that nigga.
Yeah, 13s are fly.
Bryson did to me what I've done to you and what I'm about to do to Lauren and AJ.
What are you talking about?
What?
Just beat them into being better.
All right, yeah, right, nigga.
Okay, nigga.
Literally, simply.
No, I see what you're doing. It's good that you're saying this so that when you take your loss, you can put it on yourself and say, this is what I do.
I
This
have
is
to
what
take the
do."
loss first.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna get some new shoes.
I have to take the loss first.
Y'all
Okay.
gonna see.
And I'm up like 12 games
Yeah, right.
Cool.
on Menace Material. Yeah.
Just so you talking about like overall?
Yeah.
Like,
but
just,
you don't want to say my record with you because I'm up like 95 games.
nigga. Who care? I never was the hooper.
All right.
You used to play basketball.
Now he's not the hooper.
But you see-
now he isn't.
I've never played basketball. You wanted to be a superstar. I never really cared about.
I wanted to be a 6'8" first round draft pick.
Didn't happen.
So now I have to resort to hurting all the niggas' feelings.
I heard now. Fuck out of here, nigga.
But
We gas
growing up,
mid-range.
nigga,
What?
Bryson, I wasn't bad, but Bryson was just so much better than me. Like, and he was older and bigger. So it was like I would just battle with this nigga all fucking day.
Older, bigger. God damn. What else?
More light skin.
Speaking of light skins, yo, nigga, have y'all heard about Mikey Williams?
Bro, I was gonna segue that shit.
Yeah.
Now, can we pull up like the story so we can say what they're saying about it?
Yeah, because all, like, just the headlines. Mikey Williams ordered to stand trial in California for 6 felony gun charges.
Bow. He has as many charges as championships for Michael Jordan, nigga. He 2-peated twice.
God damn. Look at his face.
Now, if you don't know who Mikey Williams is, he's a basketball, like,
Kind of
social
prodigy.
media phenom. I wouldn't say prodigy, but phenom. To the point where,
Phenom,
like, he
yeah.
went very viral for being young and being good. He played on the same team as LeBron James' kid, Bronny James, at a very early age in AAU circus. And, like, he kind of took off because he a light-skinned nigga with curly hair, bitches like him, and he was good enough at basketball. He had the Tupac effect.
He could dunk.
He had the Tupac effect. Bitches like him, and he was good enough at basketball to where niggas respected him.
Yeah, yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But now, I don't know if this is just the 𝙿𝙾𝙳𝙃 era. If, like, you feel like to be a shooter, you must have a gun.
6 of them.
6 of them, nigga. Back to back to back to back. But he has some charges coming up, nigga. Apparently, they were alleging a lot of different shit. There's a story. I don't want to get it fucked up.
What?
Should I read what's in quotes? Nah, they ain't really saying nothing. He is accused in March 27 of a shooting at his $1.2 million home in unincorporated. What is that? Jammu?
Yeah.
Wamu? I don't know what that is.
Unincorporated.
The
Jammu,
nigga's from
yeah.
Eastern San Diego.
Yeah.
He's from Eastern fucking San Diego.
Nigga.
An argument just before midnight ended. I can't read today. With gunshots being fired at a car that was leaving the house with 5 passengers inside.
Wait. So the nigga shot at a car.
That's what they say.
The story that I've heard is that he had a homie who had a girl who was hanging around some niggas that were, they might not have been unsavory characters, but I don't know that. I don't know these niggas.
Yeah.
And you bringing them to my crib, my $1.2 million San Diego home in a town that Tone Groove can't even pronounce.
Yeah.
So, of course, I'm a little weary. I'm like, yo, get these niggas out of here. Altercation ensues. Allegedly, shots are fired into the car. Now, the thing with stories like this is that 95% of the time when there's an athlete involved, he wasn't the one doing the shit.
Yeah.
He was hanging with niggas. This happened on my birthday. Oh, no, that's the training camp shit. He was hanging with niggas that were nigging.
Exactly.
So my theory is that he was just in the car with niggas he shouldn't have been in the car with, because it's like the nigga is living in a $1.2 million home and he's in high school.
yeah.
You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like,
Which is-
I don't know who his father is,
Yeah.
but he has some fucking money.
Yeah, I don't know who his father is. He's never around. But
He needs to be there more, apparently, nigga.
apparently. But
Apparently,
it
brother.
is, it's so fucking crazy, dog. Like, niggas be having it so good. It's like he wanted to fuck it up. Subconsciously.
Potentially. But we got to see what happened. We got to see
We
what
do have to see
we
what
gotta
happened.
see what he actually
Because,
did.
Saying like, all right, he shot some niggas off his property. That doesn't even sound too bad for real. That sounds like, shit, that sounds like a regular day in Texas.
Yeah, but not when you're 18 and you don't got a fucking gun license. In San Diego.
And you're not a phenom.
I
yeah.
don't think they have stand your ground laws in San Diego. I don't know how that works, but I can imagine
Yeah.
that they aren't too fucking keen on that behavior.
He was ranked number like 2 overall. Though.
I think they on a 3-strike. Whoa. Damn, number 2?
He was ranked number 2 overall. I think I saw that.
This
somewhere.
goofy nigga.
It says a lot, but it doesn't say much because there was plenty of niggas ranked number 1 overall, became the number 1 draft pick. We have no idea what these niggas are.
That's a fact.
This nigga's stupid, man.
But we gotta figure out what happened.
Because this nigga's like, you know, like let's say you, if you was in his position,
ungrateful,
you know
bitch.
what I mean? Like
ungrateful bastard, nigga. The basketball gods are blessing him with athleticism and a path to the league.
Oh, I didn't even know that he had an NIL.
Of course, nigga, he's one of the most marketable high school niggas right now.
Of course, I see that, but I didn't even think about that until I read it.
So his father has a $1.2 million home, and he might make $1.2 million in a year with his NIL.
He's just saving his money. He's not gonna spend it
for
until
an
he hits the
undisclosed
league.
amount, nigga.
Niggas,
You know what that mean?
Carlton Banks. Yo, this nigga's
so stupid.
Was the Fresh Prince and Carlton Banks combined, nigga.
Yep.
Think about this shit. He had everything.
He
Successful father.
He was, yeah. He definitely wore sweaters inside the house.
Trust fund.
Yeah.
But Carlton was never cool and good at basketball.
Yeah.
Will was that, and he was a broke kid from Philly. This nigga was both in one package deal, nigga.
You think he's insecure too?
I think he was bound to fuck this up. When you think about it, that's too much. That's too much. That's too much responsibility.
Well, no,
nigga.
he wasn't bound to fuck this up, but he's just an idiot. You get what I mean? Like, this is what happens when your father isn't in the camera screaming you the best like LeVar.
So you don't think it's what you said earlier? The Ja Morant era?
It's part of that because there's another nigga, Amani Bates.
I don't even like that, the Ja Morant era.
You the one that said it, nigga?
He had a gun.
I'm the one that said it.
Oh,
but
okay.
The thing is, it's like there's a lot more cases of these niggas just having guns right now for some reason.
Bro,
More
Paul
so, this
Pierce
shit would
got
never-
stabbed.
Stabbed. And that's not a gun. And he got stabbed.
He got stabbed because they didn't want to shoot him.
But he didn't stab anybody.
Because he was too busy getting stabbed.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Like, you think he would want to stab him.
My point is he's the victim.
Should have been a bat. Sorry, go ahead.
Literally, that's a good one.
That nigga.
It should have been. Might have won a championship after.
Might have. Fuck out of here.
But there's a lot of these niggas with guns for some reason. Amani Bates had the same shit. He just got acquitted of the charges and all that.
Yeah, shout out to that good brother. And you know,
he played his first NBA game not too long ago, which was, it's kind of crazy to see because he was another child phenom. He was actually considered a prodigy too because he was
he was the prodigy. He was 6'8".
He was 6'8" in 7th grade and he was baby KD. That's all they used to say about the nigga.
Yeah. And he's pretty nice. But it is, this nigga Mikey, he's dumb.
Yeah.
He's dumb.
He fumbled the greatest bag of all time. I feel like to really make it, you got to have that legendary talent, but you got to be poor and Akron, like
dysfunctional?
LeBron James. I feel like if you gave LeBron James a trust fund at that age, like if his life was just smooth and he had the talent, he was bound to fuck it up. I don't think those two can mix.
They can. You just have to have a strong black man representing your household.
I don't know, nigga, because I keep thinking of cases where it doesn't work. Like Steph Curry, right? His father was Dale Curry in the NBA. He had the similar lifestyles, good homes, great schools.
Well, let's be honest.
Cul-de-sacs, never really needed nothing. But he wasn't well-renowned as a prodigy or a phenom in high school. So he still had something to earn. There was still like a chip.
And even then, like, I get what you mean because his father wasn't like, not even Steve Kerr. You know what I mean?
But he played in the NBA and he had a career.
He had a career.
10, 12 years, you made some money.
And even then, like, to that point, Mikey Williams' father being like an unknown nigga, you would think he would have more to fight for. You know what I mean? Because he's fighting for his name. He's solidifying his name.
But he didn't have to because think about it. You don't have to fight for a name when you got a name in 7th grade, nigga. Like, you on a team playing with Bronny James.
And that's just,
and you the one that's dunking, nigga. You playing on the same team with LeBron James' son, and Bronny wasn't dunking at that age, nigga.
Nah.
Y'all the same age. So he's getting all this press, all this acclaim, 7th grade. He goes home, Xbox, PlayStation, and we on the same TV.
Yeah.
Fat-ass movie theater room somewhere.
Yeah.
2-parent household, pool in the backyard. That nigga probably drove a golf cart around his neighborhood. That's some rich shit now.
That's some rich shit. When we used to work at McDonald's, it used to be this white kid. He lived across. Yep.
He with where he live, Wakefield Plantation.
Shit, nigga, who knows where he
Might
probably,
as well.
He drove that golf cart across town.
Nigga, Master's great grandson, nigga.
Like Billy Madison.
There's a trust fund attached to that, nigga.
Yeah.
But essentially, Billy Madison, like, I just feel like it don't mix. There's gonna be something wrong.
I don't know, dog. Like, I get what you mean. It's just sad, man, overall. Like, this nigga had everything.
He had everything.
This nigga had, and he's just dumb.
And
I feel like I don't, like, I hope whatever happens, because the niggas, whatever he did, like, he needs to take accountability for this shit.
You sound like the black man that should step up in the household, nigga.
Nah, nigga, I'm just, a responsible person.
Literally. But overall, we are speaking of it. We're speaking on this like he did do something wrong. It could come out, give him his grace, give him his grain of salt, that like he was just with niggas that was unruly.
But accountability.
Being around the wrong niggas.
Having the wrong niggas around you because they was at his house. So he wasn't around the niggas. They was around him.
Yeah.
And if niggas is around you at your house, then you have the power to kick them out.
Facts.
He knew better than to bring them dusty niggas into a gated community.
Yeah, man. Like, come on, man.
Niggas got nothing to lose. They seeing you in all this glory and glamour.
Bunch of black Air Forces.
Yeah,
come on,
literally. Black Air Forces and a Louis Vuitton slipper household.
Come on, man.
That doesn't mix very well.
Doesn't mix.
Niggas don't even own a cologne. You know what I mean? Them niggas just
using spray.
Cavemen.
They use spray axe on a special occasion.
That's what I'm saying.
On a special occasion,
nigga. Like, come on, man. Get some cologne, man. Get some structure. But get some structure.
Get some structure. It's cold, nigga. That's cold.
Come on, man. You don't got none, nigga.
Nigga need some proper inspiration and guidance.
For at least polo blue, nigga. That's an old one. That's a classic.
Literally, nigga. That's like sour diesel back in the day.
Yeah. Sour diesel. Shout to the Mexicans, man. But damn, this nigga's stupid.
That's all you can really say.
That's I want to keep saying it.
But
goofy ass nigga.
You know, we gotta let the story unfold. We can't do what the white man would do to him. We gotta give him his grace.
Not yet.
He has to have his day in court. That nigga looks sad as shit.
But look, can they see his face though?
I'm just pulling it up now.
Look at his face.
Don't he look like do work, Dev?
He looked like he just cold called niggas for 8 hours, and now he has to go record and talk some shit.
He looked
like he.
This is what I imagine Will Smith is doing in like a private corner of his room, just hearing all this story about news about Jada Smith coming out. That's the face you make. See his curls, his frizzy. He's not in good spirits right now.
This nigga, he didn't even touch up his taper.
Nah, it's not necessary. But you know, I hope. Matter of fact, we can't be wishing harm on these young black men. That's irresponsible.
Not wishing harm, wishing accountability. So whatever comes with that, it's like, you got to be accountable.
But we got to ride with him. He ain't do it. He ain't do it. Show me.
Look, man.
They got to prove it first, nigga.
That's the thing. Like, I don't even care if he did it or not. Like, why are you around this shit? Like,
I don't know.
Niggas have everything.
And his punishment is going to be severe.
Honestly, like in all seriousness, I think he's going to probably beat it.
If he did anything, 6 of them ain't sticking.
Yeah.
He might get 1 or 2.
Yeah.
Like they just try to throw anything at the wall, see if it'll land.
Because it definitely looks good. Which
Yeah.
LOI is talking about it.
Yeah, literally. But speaking of severe punishments, can you pull up that one story about Cristiano Ronaldo in your DM?
Yeah, I got you.
What happened with him?
So an Iranian woman made a horrible painting, a self-illustration of this nigga. He hugs her, and now he's facing up to 99 lashes for violating Iranian law.
Yeah, I saw
Are you
this.
serious?
Nah,
Yeah.
context. I saw this on Twitter, and then like how Twitter has that little like fact check shit.
Yeah.
It was like him and his team has reached out. Nigga, that shit said the Iranian government has come out and say this is false.
So it's not even true.
It's not true, but
So where did this come from?
It's not true
For him. But that could have happened to a nigga of a lower tax bracket.
Exactly.
Or even just lower accolades in sports.
This is Israel we're talking about.
Yo, there's a nigga on the bench on his team that if he would have did this same shit, he probably would have got 299 lashes.
Yeah. And it's crazy that I was about to say, can you go to the pictures?
Are
Just
those
scroll
both
down
him?
to the pictures.
Those are both supposed to be him.
I don't know. I'm guessing.
I don't know, but it's the fact that you don't know means that she might need 99 lashes for bad work.
She did those?
She did those, nigga.
Oh, fire.
I don't know, dog.
And
She's
that's actually great
paraplegic.
work.
I was just about to say,
work.
zoom in on her face. She seems a little.
That's amazing work. Yeah, you ain't see the video?
One way.
Trans.
She looks like a runway model.
Yeah. I thought it was a dude at first, but that's a whole nother fucking.
Jesus Christ.
What's
That's
wrong with
worthy
you,
about
bro?
47 lashes right there, Jessica.
Yeah, for sure.
But now
You see
that
it.
I see this.
You see it.
Okay, 30 lashes.
Yeah.
You get a reduced sentence because
At least 10.
she's a little manly looking, a little handsome.
At least 10. Look, and she got the finger gun.
Okay, I'll take this back. The fact that she could paint
That's what I'm saying.
even
That's fire.
that well under
That's
those
fire.
circumstances is not the best. But she's look at her hand, nigga.
Look how much
Did you
detail.
see how
Not
her
the
hand
best.
was
Those
contorted to the
paintings,
left?
bro, I couldn't do that
Look
shit.
how
Them shits look good,
Look
bro.
how much detail
What?
she gave his Adam's apple.
I'll
You
take
see that
everything
detail?
back. She's amazing.
amazing,
If
bro.
she had steady hands, imagine what she could do.
I mean, first of all, okay, like she's amazing. She just should have took her time on the left one. She was going a little. She was too excited with the smile.
Put it this way, that shit looks a lot better than Mia's paintings.
Well, that probably still showed up, but
Shit.
I mean, I don't
Fuck
think
it. We ain't even bleeping it. I don't care.
it didn't show up that enough.
I don't
But
care.
it's. Can you even? Yeah, it is.
It is.
It is.
Nigga.
And they're from the same place.
They from they both Iranian?
Something like that.
So what do you think there's something like why so many Iranians getting artistic?
I think when you're poor, you have to do anything.
What if the fact that her hands are fucked up is what allows her to be this good?
It get, I don't know, dog. I'm looking at this shit.
No, really this one. Did you see that one?
It was this the same. First of all, okay.
That's the left hand. This is the right hand.
It's the same one.
Oh, word? Oh, okay.
Nah, dog.
Y'all can't see what we doing, but we probably get canceled for this.
Damn, it's only one hand. Oh, but when she excited, she erect though. That's
So imagine what happens when she starts painting.
yeah. Okay.
She probably turned into fucking Ray Charles, nigga. Her hands just expand. She could probably palm a basketball when she get in the creative mode.
I wonder how it felt hugging her.
Probably brittle. He probably gave her a nice like little light hug.
Because they be like they
A little jittery.
they feel weird.
What do you mean they feel weird?
Like you remember when we used to dap up Elijah?
Oh,
Like, even-
yeah. He had a different condition though. He had
Still the same.
his
though.
superpower was strength.
That was one of them. He was an anomaly.
Shout out Elijah. He was a special needs child in our high school.
Yeah, nigga.
But he was just cool with all the cool niggas, for real. Well, he was cool with everybody.
He was a nice dude.
This might be offensive to say, but was he like a mascot?
A mascot? Nah.
Just for what he meant to the school, just for like how popular he was amongst like everybody there.
Nah, I think
That nigga was the most Wakefield out of anybody at Wakefield.
first of all, no. Do you know what Wakefield is known for?
Slavery.
No, Wakefield High School.
Do tell.
Wakefield High School is known for excellence, nigga. Not fucking
Excellence.
Good morning.
Nigga, oh shit. We was in the news for racism. We just gonna skate past it like it didn't happen. We was in the news for racism
That's how he used to be.
in fights, nigga. That's not what we was known
First
for.
of all,
excellence.
We've been on the news for that, but that's not what we're known. Nigga, Wakefield was probably one of the most smartest schools in Raleigh.
Nah, we wasn't touching heritage.
Well, that's,
You said one of the smartest schools in Raleigh.
but it's
Heritage
definitely
is
up
a
there.
Raleigh school.
It's definitely up there.
We wasn't touching heritage.
Nigga, because we had niggas like you holding us back.
And we had niggas like you pushing us forward, right? 3.3 GPAs and shit.
I'm glad you remember, nigga.
College dropouts.
You see how you remember mine, but not his?
Because
it's funny.
it's such a fucking
it's just
lie.
funny.
It's such a rhythmic lie. Like it's almost like Brittany Renner's 35 body count.
Yeah.
Like it's a number.
Yeah.
It's like that could be true, but
Yeah.
no, nigga, you
Yeah.
lying.
Okay.
You lying.
Okay.
Because notice he didn't say 3.6. Like that would have been ridiculous. You would have questioned that, right?
Right. Yeah.
Exactly. But 3.3 is just good enough to where it's like he could do it.
It's because I did
But
it.
it's still
because I did it,
respectable.
nigga. I did it.
It's bullshit.
Come on, man.
Facades, lies, tall tales, nigga.
That's how the
Jada
black man.
Pinkett Smith and Will Smith were together longer than that shit.
You're crazy.
That's more true.
Nigga, my GPA being 3.3 is more realer than their whole relationship. For sure.
Nah.
For sure.
They was getting side pussy, and I still believe in that shit more than you.
You're crazy. Who, Jada?
Jada and Will.
Both of 'em.
Both
Fuck
of them,
outta
nigga.
here.
Jada
Both
seemed
of
like she's whatever sexuality of the season it is.
Fuck out of here, that bitch.
Yo, that's her evolution. She about to start fucking bitches. Promise you.
No, she's about to come out.
She about to
Right.
start doing soul ties. It's not even love and like relationships
Yeah.
anymore. She was like, you know, we don't even finger each other's pussies. We just have this connection.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They probably
AY.
Literally.
they probably fill each other bushes or something like.
They probably trim them for each other.
Yeah.
Or just rub them together. Frictionless.
That is strange. Jada probably using a strap though. That bitch.
But I
She
feel like
seems-
she wouldn't
she
use
seems-
she wouldn't use a strap on a woman. She would probably rather strap Will.
Yeah, because she seems aggressive behind closed doors.
Unless she with a certain nigga with a certain bandana.
With a certain bald scalp, huh?
and that bitch purr like a kitty.
With a
nigga.
certain, yeah.
She good feline.
You gotta have a certain head structure, nigga, for her to respect you.
Nose ring.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a lot. It's a
Shit
lot that
is
goes
crazy.
into that. What time are we at?
2:20.
It's a pretty good time right there.
Yeah.
Sounds like Brittany Renner. I was about to say, man, like,
What else y'all got? What else was on here that y'all
There's a
wanna
couple
hit?
things on here, but
it's a couple things.
If y'all want to hit it, we get it.
Nigga, I'm looking at the same thing you look. It's not a couple things.
keep going down. Go past the Mikey Williams picture.
You said you wanted to speak on Tyler Perry.
Because
I
I watched the video.
yeah.
A lot of dark-skinned actors that have been in his movies and his plays have come out about this nigga, and it's like, yo, even some of the writers on the shows and the movies that he makes,
Yeah.
they're all making it seem like he's Ellen.
Oh, yeah. I've
get what I'm
heard
saying?
that, though.
You've heard the sentiment before?
I've heard that. Like, he is a control freak.
Literally.
What's they call it? Micromanage? He's a micromanager.
Of melanin. Because
Yeah.
it's all dark-skinned people that are complaining about him, bro. And everybody knows this. If you're a child, you watch the Tyler Perry movie and realize the light-skinned man is the savior. Jesus
time.
Christ in the flesh.
Every time. But
Dark-skinned
always,
man.
always the light skinned nigga that does wrong but saves later too.
Yeah, 'cause only
it's
he
not
can redeem
necessarily-
himself.
It's not necessarily that he's doing wrong, but he's not as successful as the dark-skinned dude.
Or he's not living up to what he's supposed to be, his light skinnedness.
But he's still a good Christian man.
Yeah.
Ready to save a bitch from domestic abuse.
Yeah. With fuzzy braids.
It's kind of interesting. Like, I wonder what it was like, because we're not dark-skinned niggas. Nobody in here is a dark-skinned nigga. I wonder what it was like to grow up and see that programming. Like, did you feel like we got to phone one in? Like, where's AJ when we need him? Like, I wonder if he felt like he was innately evil because of the tropes and stereotypes that he was witnessing.
Oh, you talking about the dark skin?
The dark-skinned.
I've talked to
How they portrayed
I've
type
talked to
shit.
like some African women and shit. Like Benta.
Yeah.
She was like, nigga, when she was young, like you couldn't talk a nigga into believing African women were like good looking. That's how she put it. Like that's like niggas was just like, you African bambada bitch.
Yeah.
Like you goofy, like yeah.
Tribal titty hoe.
That shit
Yeah.
flip now.
Yeah.
It is flip. But that's because we're widening the standard for beauty, which for dark-skinned women, that obviously needed to happen. But there is such thing as too wide.
There is such
It's like having an open border policy as a country, nigga. Like, immigrants are good for the ecosystem and the community in controlled numbers. Like, you can't have a mass amount of these niggas.
it needs to be some regulation for sure.
There's a point of diminishing returns.
Yeah.
For most things.
Yeah.
Immigration, beauty,
Yeah.
dark-skinned evil villains.
Selling drugs, nigga, you know, it's life.
The list can go on and on.
Yeah.
But overall, I do wonder what happened to Tyler Perry. Like, what did a dark-skinned man do to him?
Bro, maybe this is deeper. What did the white man do to us? Like, yo, I was never like a really big church nigga.
Spoken like a residential yogi.
But this is like, is this how the church looked at us? You know what I mean? Like, did the pastor
Looked at who? And what church?
like just any church? It doesn't matter which church; they're all the same.
But no,
Like black church.
churches. Okay, that's what I'm about
Well,
to say. Yeah.
you know, nigga churches.
Yeah, all right.
But like, is that how they painted us? Like,
Like Jesus was light-skinned.
yeah, like, cause how do you
with 3C hair.
Yeah, with 3C hair. Yeah.
I mean, that is a thing.
'Cause where's the start?
Most churches we grew up worshiping had a white Jesus on the wall.
But it's different than light-skinned Jesus.
And it's different than just having one on the wall and parading him while he's on the wall. Like, I've been at churches where he's white, but it's not really a thing of focus. It's just like, he's white. That's what they painted him.
Like, yeah, they painted him white. This is a good picture of Jesus.
You know, it was the cheapest.
It's probably, I was just about to say.
It's the cheapest shit we could put forward. y'all not giving enough donations.
Niggas got that shit from Risky.
You feel me? But it is interesting. Like, what fat woman hurt Lizzo for her to be like shitting on her fat dancers? You get what I mean? Like, or is it self-deprecating? Is that what this all is? It's just self-deprecation?
Well, because Tyler Perry isn't dark-skinned, but you can still...
No, he's not.
No, he's not.
He's not.
He's around the...
He's the same complexion.
He's within our color right here.
I think...
Google him real quick.
Tyler
Please.
Perry seems like he got like that Charlemagne treatment. Look at that. No, that picture.
No.
That picture.
This is a stretch.
My fault.
That's lighting.
No, stop that picture. It doesn't matter.
This one?
The darkest one?
This one?
Yeah, that picture, yeah.
Nah, nigga.
That's even worse.
You could look like that color in a certain amount of lighting. He's not a dark-skinned man by any
he's
stretch
not.
of the imagination, nigga.
You don't think he used to be? Look at his eyes.
No.
No.
Yo, but his eyes are kind of creepy right here. It's almost like he's playing a character, like he's wearing a mask.
Okay, once you reach a certain level, like when you're on, you're on.
He looks evil. I'm not gonna hold you. He looks sinister.
Like he's...
And I don't plan on being in any plays and any operas, so I feel very comfortable burning this bridge right now.
Well, because the nigga eyes.
But look at him.
It's not his eyes, it's the smile.
He looks fake good. You get what I'm saying? Prosthetic. Nice.
Yeah.
What did Tyler... Can we look up Tyler Perry when he was poor? Are there any pictures of him when
Google
he was broke?
disheveled Tyler Perry.
Because I've only seen him when he's healthy.
Or when he's wearing a dress.
Or happy.
Jesus Christ. Whoa.
What did I say?
He's even more light-skinned back here.
What did I say? Look at this nigga, bro.
What are you saying? What's your analysis?
Does he look the same?
Nah, but he doesn't look dark-skinned.
He looks pasty.
He looks even more light-skinned right here than he does now.
Come on, man.
Nah. Oh, what? See that child photo?
This one?
Yeah. This nigga always...
This nigga look mischievous, don't he?
Bro, that's what I'm saying. Like, you know the gay dudes that are also evil?
I think so.
Like, you see him in television shows and shit. Like...
You see him. I mean, which movie, nigga?
I don't watch gay movies. I'm trying to think.
There's gay dudes inside, like, gay evil dudes. You talking about Austin Powers? Dr. Evil?
No, put it this way. Like, you know how, like, there's beautiful bitches that are, like, the mean girls of the world?
Yeah.
There's gay dudes that have that same aura.
Okay.
It's like the mean girl aura.
Yeah. There's a black woman in his body, in his consciousness. Is that what you mean? Like,
and I think she might be light-skinned.
What if she's dark-skinned? That's why she's hating on the fellow
That's where the
dark-skinned.
self-hate comes from. Yeah.
You get what I mean?
But, and even greater point is he...
Wait,
bad
that's
for-
his mother. Right there.
That's his mom right there? She's super light-skinned. And she was probably getting smacked around by his dark-skinned father.
No, that's not his mother.
Okay.
Yeah, where you get that from? He's half Indian?
Nigga, you believed it. I just said
Because I trust my brother in journalism. Who is this woman, though?
I don't know. Let's look up.
Tyler Perry.
Catch somebody.
Can we look up his mother? Because if she's dark-skinned, then that means, she whooped him for no reason.
Mm-hmm.
Like when I was telling my story, like, my mom whooped me for cheating on a test instead of, getting me a tutor. It's like, what the fuck?
Zoom in.
But
Regular black family right there.
That is a secular black family right there.
But don't she look like she kicked him out for being gay?
Yes.
Like she looks like that.
Yes. I can see that. Especially the era that it looks like she came from. Where, rainbow wasn't a good flavor back then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could definitely see this. But do you think Tyler Perry's bad for black women?
I've never heard that from a black woman's standpoint, so I'm going to say no.
maybe they aren't
vocal.
paying it, well, not vocal,
About to
but
say.
that's very, like, you know, they might not be vocal about it.
Nah,
they might
they
not
love
even
their
be
vocal.
noticing it. You get what I'm saying? Every piece of work he puts out profits off of black woman trauma and black woman pain. Think about it. If he's making a movie with a black woman, she's getting beat, cheated on, and that's like the happier end of shit that's probably happening to a nigga.
Yeah, getting beat on is like not that bad. You can heal from
She
those.
can't have a successful relationship.
Is it?
What is he telling black women?
Well, first of all of his movies, for the most part,
Send her around.
They had some turmoil, but they ended up, you know, the silver lining at the end. But I agree. Like,
I don't know.
if he's bad for black women, then Future is bad for all black men. If that's the case,
Future isn't rapping about black man trauma.
Future is rapping about doing drugs,
Yeah.
and tricking.
Okay.
Two things black men probably don't need to be hearing.
But he's not manipulating real trauma and real fear that black men go through for the sake of entertainment.
The nigga has gone on camera and said that I don't do half the drugs I'm rapping about. I'm just rapping about them. The
Okay.
shit sounds good.
He's done these drugs before. He's not doing these drugs habitually like he makes it seem like in the songs. No part of Tyler Perry is a black woman, except when he goes onto a film set, nigga. At the end of the day, even if a nigga's rapping about drugs he no longer does, he did the drugs before. Tyler Perry doesn't have the experience of a black woman. And even the fact that like his biggest character that's a black woman isn't played by a black woman, it's a little weird. It's fishy.
It's not.
Seems like he's a gay man with a black woman fetish.
I don't know, dog. I don't know.
You know how Kobe Bryant studied Michael Jordan's fadeaway?
That's how
Sticking
he,
the tongue out when he attacks the basket
that's how he studied the black woman's posture.
in their natural habitat.
Well, he grew up with one.
Aren't
He was raised by one.
aren't gay dudes supposed to kind of know how to be gay? So aren't they supposed to know how to?
Great point, white man.
Is being gay.
Well,
just
what I mean
being-
by that, you're right. It's not just that. That's probably offensive as hell.
yeah.
But what I mean is like, if
Talking about some
anybody,
great point.
if anybody's gonna be able to what am I trying to say?
Intimidate.
Imitate.
Oh, imitate.
Wouldn't it be a person like Tyler Perry?
That's what I mean. Like, who's the better person for the job?
A black woman.
But
He's
for
taking
sure,
jobs
no.
away
For
from black
sure.
women.
But it's half comedy.
Right. So that's
It's
the thing.
because-
That's what
and
I'm
I
saying.
feel like
that's where I was getting at
Just
too.
because it's not Big Mama level comedy, it's still that. It's still comedy because he never gets an address.
How funny is it if it is a woman playing Medea?
It's not.
Is it still funny?
It's not.
You can't say that. You can't say that.
I can't say that.
Precious
I
was
can't.
funny as hell.
You fucking
yeah, but we're not
nigga.
just talking about big black women. That's not what
First
we're
of
saying.
all,
I'm saying for
Precious
that
wasn't
role-
funny.
Precious
Just
was hilarious.
Seeing, what's her name?
Monique.
Seeing Monique throw a fucking frying pan at
the
a bitch
back
head.
of a bitch head like she in special ed class, nigga.
And then the Precious just miss it.
Hilarious.
You miss fat bitch. And then they started chasing each other. That's hilarious.
That's
but the
fucking
movie
funny.
isn't funny. Medea,
Whoa, so are you saying black women is some shit to play with? You were the residential black woman advocate. I can't believe you getting pushback on this issue.
no, I'm saying
He's king. He's king
No.
of the beautiful cocoa butter queens.
But-
you supposed to ride with him.
we haven't heard this come out their mouths.
We might not be listening.
My mother loves Tyler Perry. I never heard a bad thing about Tyler Perry from a real black woman. And when I say real, I mean in person, not just on Twitter.
What shade
right,
is
right.
your mom? What shade is your mom?
She
She on the darker.
she's like me.
She like you. I can't remember. I just know I've seen her before. Shout out to her.
She like me.
Yeah, I almost said her name, but shout out to her.
Yeah, Miss Portia.
She's not a dark skinned woman. My dad's my mom.
Oh my
My mother
God.
dark skinned.
That doesn't even. But it's the main characters in his movie. They're like brown skinned women.
Like, let's look at them because I know one of them for sure was dark. Taraji P. Henson, brown and lighter.
I forgot about her.
She could do battle by herself, nigga.
Shout out to Raji.
You can really consider her light skin for all intents and purposes.
Fuck that. That's just that lighting. I'm surprised.
Also, now lighting makes you lighter. She could be any shade of woman she wants. Did you ever have that attraction to her?
Like it was Taraji. You want to know what's crazy? Like, why is there no like nude picture of Taraji?
We don't know that.
He does clearly.
Nah, I mean, it probably isn't. I haven't seen it.
Can we Google it?
We can.
Let's look it up.
But it sounds like something you put in your search before. That's why I said that.
I mean, I probably did.
Yeah. Well, it's not completely nude. That's
what I mean. It's
this
not
is like
even
Sports Illustrated nude.
Yeah, white people nude.
Whoa. Oh yeah, she was fucking the shit out of Jody.
But like, you barely see her titty. That's only for like one.
That's a scene. But is that a nipple right there? Mm-hmm. Can we zoom in on the left, the lower left quadrant? That's a nipple, Justin. That's close enough.
But do you feel
no,
good?
No, nigga, there's two sets of titties.
But do you feel good about zooming in on this? You get what I'm saying? Like,
what's your point?
What's my point? Is that there's no like regular. Like, go to that one where she's like covering up. She's trying to like.
Her titties definitely got larger. Kind of. She got some biceps on her.
Like, for a girl who's played a good hoe in a lot of movies, you would think she would have some fucking pictures.
Nope. It was just a role. She got some. There was some hard ass nipples in that tank top.
At least her coochie, hopping out of a McLaren. You know how paparazzi do.
Well, what is that right here? Oh, that's not even Taraji. They just showing us naked black women now.
They all look alike, right?
But Taraji.
Whoa. Scoot up. It's like dicks over there.
Oh, I didn't even see that.
I didn't even see that. I was looking at this fake AI picture of.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, she looks too young. That looks creepy, right?
They did the AI her face.
She looks they AI the 16-year-old naked Taraji P. Henson.
16?
Bro, click that picture again.
I don't know where to find it. Hold
Nah,
on.
shit.
I clicked through
16? Are you serious? Nigga, that's.
Oh, I clicked here first.
Yeah. You gotta remember the pattern.
You gotta remember
I be doing that shit all the time.
You gotta remember how you got there.
Zoom in on her face. She looks eerily young.
First of all, nigga, that's AI.
And when you match it with the petite body,
yeah, it gives like high school senior picture.
Fucking disturbing.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I feel like you might get flagged for this, Lauren. Let's take this off the screen.
Goodness gracious.
But can we go back and Google the stars of these women? I mean, the stars of these movies, these black women, Tyler Perry films.
It's just a random assortment of black women for all the blind.
They've seen
listeners.
Tyler Perry movies.
So she's been in there for sure.
Tamila Man.
But she's always the hating ass bitch, right?
Yep.
She typecast as the hating bitch.
And she's brown skinned. She's not dark skinned, so that's.
Yeah. So, but it's usually the black dark skinned ones going through the trauma, nigga. Getting beat on.
Who's this person right here? What's her name?
Wasn't
Jesus.
Maya Angelou?
She's
No.
in here too.
She's dark skinned.
No, she's not.
Kinda.
The
Not
fact
really.
you said
Yeah,
that.
not really.
Come
not
on,
really.
nigga.
Yeah. Better yet, let's Google Tyler Perry movies.
That's what I'm.
Oh, he got a bunch of new shit out. What the fuck?
This nigga working overzealously.
The classic ones. What was the Diary of a Mad Black Woman?
Nigga dropped a banger.
Who's the
this
star
year.
of this movie? Was she the one getting beat on?
This one right here, I think.
Yeah, and she was brown skinned. That's
She's
what I'm
closer
saying.
to dark than light skin.
Closer to dark?
Yeah.
You don't.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
You don't.
There's
You're
one
not
movie
around
in
brown.
particular that I'm thinking about. The one where she put the toaster in the nigga's bathtub after he came back crippled.
Nigga, that's the movie, and that's the bitch.
She was dark skinned in that movie.
No,
nigga.
she was
I
not.
promise you.
It was in this first one.
You like Hispanic
You see,
women. Anybody
That has nothing to
that doesn't
like,
pass the paper brown test.
That has nothing to do with shit.
dark
Get out of
skin.
here.
It's been a long time since I watched them shit.
Yeah, Jesus Christ, I'm not even recognizing these.
I'm getting information overload with this shit.
Yeah, facts.
Nigga, why is it so? It's all black people though, and it's barely any dark skin. So where the fuck? We need to be. Look, writers aren't as famous. We need to be looking up the writers because they are probably like where the real dark skins.
Nigga, he wrote this shit.
Keke Palmer was in this shit. She's not dark though.
She ain't dark though.
So you looking for dark skin people?
But isn't she dark skinned? I thought Keke Palmer was a dark skinned woman.
Nah.
Oh, nigga, this is what I'm saying,
Look at
Tony.
Even
Bruh,
without the makeup.
are
she's
you
not dark.
serious?
She's on the darker side.
She's not on the darker side. And this is a bad
She's
picture.
a little bit on the darker side. So you need them to be black to be dark skinned.
Dark skin is very specific, and the women you are pointing out are not dark skin. If anything, can you go to two more right? That one.
Obviously, she's black as hell.
You mean dark skin?
Yeah.
Black as fuck? Why you call her black as hell?
Because that's obvious that she's dark skinned. But there's a range. There's a range of light skin. There's a range of dark skin. There's a range of brown skin.
Okay.
Are you negating these facts?
No, I concur, but it's just
Okay.
like don't call her
I'm just
black
making
as hell.
sure.
She's a black
Don't
woman.
start sticking up for black women now. It's
She's
too
a
late.
dark
You had
skin.
your chance 5 minutes ago,
She's a
nigga.
dark skinned woman.
Jennifer Lewis.
That's what I'm saying. You need to come back to your side and really remember your skin colors, nigga. Remember the color schemes of
That's not funny.
the people.
Look at her. She dark skinned and then she light skinned on the side, nigga.
She grown up now. It's different.
Tony, look, man, look. This nigga.
What? What's your point?
You're
So are you
Hispanic?
saying that dark skinned people aren't portrayed as evil niggas in Tyler Perry movies? Because that was the gist of my point. Then we just started trying to pick up all the dark skinned bitches in the movies.
Why you getting angry for, nigga?
Because we getting off topic, nigga.
All right, whatever. I mean, yeah, whatever.
Do you concur,
guess.
nigga?
I mean, yeah.
And
It's kind of
Hispanic
hard to
bitches
think
like
about it
me,
right now.
nigga. It's not my fault.
So you do what they tell you.
I was even having a conversation with AJ. He was like, black bitches never gravitated towards them. I'm not saying that's true for me, but I just had a lot of Hispanic bitches gravitate towards me.
Yeah, I had a little bit of that.
There's nothing I can really do about that shit.
Look, I'm not
That doesn't
judging you
make
for liking
No,
Hispanic.
you are judging because you talking about some come home. You played the black card.
When you
nigga.
think
What
about
you
it,
mean?
though, was it really that, or was it just the black women you weren't attracted to got on you?
Well, say it again.
Like,
I
was it
didn't
really that? Was it really that black women weren't fucking with you, or was it just like the black women you weren't attracted to wasn't fucking with you?
The black women I wasn't attracted to.
Were fucking with you rather? Yeah. So the ones you actually, the black women that
But
you were like, the
that
women
goes
you were,
for all races. Like, if I'm not attracted to you, it doesn't matter what color you are.
But I mean, can you then still say black women do find you attractive? Then
I never said black women didn't find me attractive.
you said they wouldn't come on to you.
No, I said they wouldn't come on to AJ. I literally said AJ said that's not my experience. But I had a lot of Hispanic bitches come on to me.
I got you.
It's just I don't know what it is.
Okay.
They think I'm Dominican, nigga.
Hey, I wonder why. Got the hair for it, nigga.
Nigga, there's nothing I could do about it.
for
So you trying to make it like it's my fault,
I'm
nigga?
not judging you
Yeah,
for liking
you-
Hispanics, nigga.
Yeah, you got Spanish in you, my brother. I don't know what to tell you.
No. Nowhere.
You're
nigga,
not
you
all
just-
the way. You're not all the way black.
You just
Sorry to
called
tell
it.
Not all the way black, but not Spanish.
something. One of them things.
My great grandmother was Native American.
All the way black has nappy hair. That's just a pure fact.
That's yeah, that is true.
No.
It's a nap of the
fact.
scalp.
No.
It's naps in the scalp.
My mom is dark
Even in
skinned.
the Caribbean, we got naps.
My mom is dark skinned and her hair is silkier and colorier than mine.
I believe it.
But that's where I get my hair from, partially.
Yeah, I'm just fucking around.
And my dad,
Those are
he's brown. He like light brown skin. He got wavy ass hair.
Nigga, you don't gotta fight what you are, nigga.
I'm standing up for myself.
Okay, nigga, okay.
I refuse to be evil typecasted on this podcast, nigga. What you trying to say? Dominican looking niggas is evil, nigga?
Who said that, nigga?
Is that where we're going?
I mean, if you're disrespecting the black woman, calling
not
them black as
disrespecting.
hell,
That's not disrespect. What if that's my type? What if I like them blacker?
but you obviously like white passing Hispanics.
No, that's not true. That is not true.
Put in the comments, Tony likes white passing Hispanics. Shout out to Tony's gimp. That was the word I was looking for. Your gimp.
What's that?
Your follower. Your
Oh, yeah, the nigga in the comments.
yeah, your gimp.
Probably a dark skinned man.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
oh,
nigga.
really?
Yeah,
okay.
nigga.
Why would you put a dark-skinned man in that position? Why'd you put it?
Because it's better than being an evil bitch beating nigga like Tyler Perry would do.
Oh, my God.
Who's worse?
Jesus Christ.
Who's worse for dark skinned men, me or him? All right, then.
Answer in the comments. It's been good. It's been a good episode. We've been running this shit for like 3 hours. You know, we ain't had
Damn near. What we had, like 240, 230?
240.
Yeah.
we ain't really had shit to do today.
almost.
But it's whatever, man. It's been a beautiful episode. Remember, LOI. Ask us everywhere.
Hashtag WildOI.
Hashtag YLOI so we know where to find it and how to find it.
Comments, questions, concerns.
All that shit. White man behind the boards.
Yes, sir. Always.
J Nobles.
Tone Groove.
Beautiful episode. Anything else we got to shout out? Shout out to lovely ladies. Shout out to Tone Groove's.
Shout out dark-skinned women. Yeah.
That's it. We out. we out. This nigga lying. Hey, man.
My mom is dark-skinned.
Whatever,
Don't do
nigga.
that. Don't do that.